Yo, 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 it's your boy Rockstar, host of the popular new podcast at my mama's house and Rock's house. And with that being said, as usual, I come to you humbly out of respect for life and life itself. And as you know, I got my all-star team with me. You know, we all starters, we all pros, you know what I'm talking about? We actually veterans. And with that being said, you know we got to start it off with my boy, Quality. Y'all forgive me, Quality. Let him know who he is. You know what I'm talking about?
I missed your mic, bro.
My bad. I accidentally hit the mute button. Anyway, first off, team, let me give a quick second to apologize about last week for me. I wasn't in my regular environment. I had some technical difficulties going on, so appreciate y'all for being patient with me, and I do apologize about my in and out. But we back this week, and your boy N-A-T, Silent E, a.k.a. Quality. We back in the house tonight. We ready to rock.
That's the right there, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's get it.
You feel me? You already know my boy Big Yoga in the building. He got the coldest punchline in the YouTube world. With that being said, let him know who he is, my boy.
Got man, Big Yogi, man, and my mama highs. Appreciate y'all for letting us invade your airways, you know what I'm saying? Because we kicking more game than EA in this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, man, are we kicking this game? Keep calm. Fuck with a fat boy.
Yeah. All righty, man. For those who are watching, we were having some backdoor conversations. And we was basically, we want to know what y'all think, what y'all thoughts about it as well. So feel free to comment. So basically, what we was talking about is that we find it very important that we have female guests on the panel. For those who know or don't know, it's mostly a male panel, and to be honest with you, we're perfectly fine with that. We wouldn't have. We've gotten this far with it being mostly male panel, but we also encourage females to participate, to be on the panel. We want them on the panel. We don't want to have conversations all the time, especially pertaining to when it comes to relationships and women, without women being fairly represented in order to give us their perspectives and opinions. We hold that very important to us. But there have been some challenges, and unfortunately, some, if not a lot of it, has to do where we are as a YouTube channel. And so we just going to open our personal door, and we're going to let y'all in on what we've been talking about. Now, with that being said, like I was saying, guys, unfortunately, even if you look at a lot of the shows that have these panels on it, in the beginning, it wasn't woman on those panels. And if it was usually someone of close relation or personal relation that they asked to jump on to help garner that female attention. And then a lot of the ones where you see them on there, in a lot of cases, they're either on there because the show has already reached a certain height to where they're having success, and or two, they're paying them for it. So with that being said, let's continue to have this conversation live, like we agreed to.
Yeah.
So, man, I just, man, me personally, I just think that's crazy, man. Like, cause first off, my thing be like, who are y'all to pick and choose? You know what I'm saying? About where y'all want to present yourselves at, man. Like, but then it's funny how, cause like when everything get to going, everything get to jumping. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna have DMs from everybody want to come on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know about you guys. I'm not that nice.
Well,
I'm on some Mike Jones shit. Back then they didn't want me. You know what I'm saying?
Look. And y'all know me, man. This what makes me kind of crazy because I'm one of these kids. I'm not sensitive, or I don't want to say kid, but I'm one of these dudes. I'm not sensitive. So whatever your decision is, I have no problem with it. You don't want to do it now, you don't want to do it now. You don't think we good enough now, you don't think we good enough now. And then when we do get good, and then you do determine that's on you. But in our hearts, we good enough right goddamn now.
You feel me?
We good enough right. What you need to do is just let us rock and let us continue to do what we do. And one of the biggest things that really hurts me about our people is this. I want support. I want support. I'm going to support you, especially if I know you. If I know I can help you, I'm going to support you. So I expect that in return. If you don't, that's on you. I ain't got no issues once again. I'm still going to gain that. Rock said this to y'all before. We don't need you, but we enjoy having you. That's all this is. We do not need you, but we enjoy having you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on everybody else's ass too, man. Amongst the seven people that we have on this panel every Monday and Wednesday, man, we should have been at the mark for subscribers, bro. But like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? Black people, man, they don't want to support nobody. They want to jump on the bandwagon. They want to root for the Chiefs when they got Patrick Mahomes, but they ain't root for the Chiefs when they had Alex Smith and won those Super Bowls. You feel me?
Like, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I ain't just asking for black people. I'm asking for all people. Hey, this to me is everybody. So when you say black people, it ain't just the black. It's everybody. Everybody got to do it.
Now you missed what I said though.
No,
I said for the people that we know. I'm not saying we only know black people. I know white people too. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people. I'm not racist. You know what I'm saying? But amongst the people that we know, man, like all of us, man, together should have what we need number-wise, man. But you know what? It's cool, man. We that rose that's growing out that concrete. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is, right there. We're gonna grow.
Oh yeah, for sure. So and to show you just how true it is, and it's the nature of the beast. Like, for example, the lady that hosts the panel on Anton's show on Mondays, she basically she picks the panel. She goes through all the requests. Man, let me tell you something. Do you know it'd be thousands of people requesting to get on that man's show? Thousands. Now, here's the thing. And Anton will tell you that, and I was there during his whole ride. I found out about Anton through Kevin Samuels. And he was the guest on this network called the Lapeef Network. And Anton was just a guest on the panel, but he did help put the show together. And from what I've seen over the years, he had a big part in doing the artwork. He did a lot of the background and the editing and stuff like that. And he was doing it for no money. And I remember the beginning, you know what I'm saying, of that. And then when he ended up breaking out from that show, he went through the same thing. And now he's a multi-millionaire and he's a big YouTuber. So we definitely gonna ride this out because I definitely see the horizon. It took Anton 80 years to get where he's at, which was Anton just hit this pivotal point on YouTube, 3 years ago. It ain't been that long.
And that speaks to us. I understand that we saying that we want these followers right now. God, how many shows we in? 50, 60? 50 or 60, and we're already moving. So it's not a point to where we're saying we not doing what we need to do. So that's why I say it's not a disappointment that we're not there yet, Yogi. That was my point earlier when I interrupted. I didn't mean to frown on anything you were saying, but where we're at right now, we doing goddamn good. Goddamn good. That my y'all. Hey, that my how y'all say my little hat go? We doing goddamn good. We doing.
Oh yeah. But
and you said, and one more point, Rob. You said Anton got thousands, right? Okay, our show. I went out and reached out. I mean, not reached out, but I put out a little ad for women to come on the show. I ain't got thousands. No, I didn't get thousands, but I did get 50. And for a show that's just starting, 50 is quite a few. I had to turn down some because I just didn't think that they represented the women that I wanted to be represented on the show. So just think
I'm gonna say this next time. See, I ain't gonna lie, I don't bet them.
You just let them come.
Yeah, don't bet them because let them all come. We want all the smoke.
I'll be scared of them because I know some of them going. This here will make you get done bad
to, bro. Nah, we got to, bro. We gotta bet them. I mean, we don't bet them. Let them. We want this.
Throw them in the lines, then, man.
Throw them in that line, then, fam. Yeah, it's gonna create good entertainment, bro.
See, I be scared of that.
I don't bet them. I invite everybody on.
Look, think about this. If you get a girl on here and all 5 of us a dog in the eye, it becomes like we beating up on her, we ganging up on her. So that's why I try to vet her.
Here's the thing: the goal is to at some point have multiple women on the panel anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have multiple women on the panel anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the goal.
And shout out to one of my favorites. I hope you're still around, Coach Pink.
Yeah, Coach Pink.
My girl. That's my girl, Coach Pink.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but we're gonna keep on rocking. And here's the beautiful thing about it. One of the things I'm proud of is that a lot of people can't say is we've gotten this far and I haven't paid for one freaking ad or promotion. Not one. Most cannot say that. Even the bigger ones. The bigger ones can't even say that. That it is hard for most YouTubers that are successful to say that they got there 100% organically. Now, eventually we will pay comments because it's going to make sense because, it takes money to make money and you want to get pushed to a broader audience. But for me, I found it very important to build the brand first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Build the brand first, bro. And so that's exactly what we're doing. I'm actually finna order some hats and shirts, just a few. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all want some, I'll get them for you. It's just up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the marketing logos and stuff like that. I'm just gonna get some company shirts that's gonna have at my mama's house logo and hat. Polo. So, like, instead of wearing this, see, this he ain't paying me.
Exactly. I said the same thing. They not paying me. They not paying me. Yeah. This not paying me. So soon it's gonna be at my mama's house. So you know what I'm saying? Now the other stuff that's different. Yeah, we can talk about that. But this just, you know what I'm saying? Amazon got it to where you could just, you know what I'm saying?
So Rock finna get us. So Rock finna get us a work uniform.
Yeah, that's basically what it's gonna be. Just a work uniform. That's it. Yeah, this not the other stuff. This is just gonna be the work uniform. Yep. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep.
And then I'm sitting up here thinking about this too.
Yeah,
we only got one more category number to hit, bro.
Nah, for the first phase. Yes, the first phase, and that's the subscribers. Then after that, you got the second phase. The second phase is to get to 1,000. And then that's when the ad revenue come in. The 500 is for the super chats, donations, and then the premium videos. You see what I'm saying? But again, that's what we're trying to get. So after that, because really, to be honest with you, after 500, it really kind of gets easy. Because see, after 500, they push you up. They push you higher into the algorithm, and then after that, it takes off after that. As for then the subscribers just gonna come out. You're gonna be like, damn, we
see them reels today. Them reels you be cooking up, they be all on social medias too, huh?
Yeah.
I done had a couple of coworkers told me they seeing my shit on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, first off, stop being nosy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when I tell y'all, man, I BS you not. Trust me when I say I am working tirelessly to push this show, bro. I really am, man. If I tell you, I lose a lot of sleep, but willfully and lovingly, though. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that y'all are part of it, it makes me push harder because I know that y'all are putting in work. That makes me work harder, bro. Because it's like, okay, hey, I got some people that are putting in work. I got some people that are sacrificing their time out of their personal life. That shit just makes me work twice as hard as I already work. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I do have the time, or when I do get the time to do it, I make sure, hey, these ain't just no clips with just me in it. These clips with everybody talking points. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? You see the one today, the shit is funny. Like said, yeah, we got niggas. You said the shit 7 times. I was dying laughing. I said, oh, this clip worthy right here. This nigga stupid. So, yeah, we heard you, nigga. You said the shit 8 times. Yeah. I say, hey, man.
It was funny.
I say, he got my ass. I said, this smart ass nigga, let me let the world see this shit.
Hey, Rob, I've been dealing with that shit all my life. All my life, bro.
What you say? You used to it, I swear.
I'm just letting you know I hear y'all, man. That's all. I heard you. I ain't gonna lie, I heard you.
That shit was funny. And then you were so, I don't know how long your day was that day, but you was, when you said it, it was like you was in the bed, like, yeah, nigga, that shit, man, he was so comfortable when he said it. I was like,
I ain't gonna lie, Rock. I was out of my. See, this my normal. I'm in my normal. Last week we was having some issues with my internet.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I can't be playing around with that shit. So I had to go to my little spot, my little bro.
Oh, man. I say, yeah. And then this nigga with the Ricky line, that threw everybody out, bro. It saw the movie 100 times and I never thought about that. If they wouldn't have told this man to go to the goddamn store,
Ricky would have been in the NFL, nigga. But no, you want some milk.
Some milk. Nigga died of milk. Damn vitamin D milk. Damn. That shit is crazy, Kenfo. But yeah, man, so y'all, we're going to keep it rocking, man. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Click the like button right now. Subscribe. We need you to. Tell a friend, tell a cousin, tell your baby mama, tell your baby daddy. Tell them all. Understand me? Tell your side dude and your side chick. Go watch that My Mama's House.
Yep. I approve that message.
And get in them comments too, because Quality gonna be in that talking shit. Talk to him. He talk back, goddamn.
Yeah, man. I missed y'all last week. Come mess with me, dog. I lost y'all. I gotta feel that, man. Come on back. Come on, holler at me.
Yes.
And drink your water.
We gonna go on get into it, man. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Ready like Freddy.
The icebreaker. All right, can y'all see that, or y'all want me to clear the screen to blow it up?
I can see it.
I can see it.
And I'm pretty much the guy with the bad eyes. I can see
so silly.
Old ass.
I gotta blow it up. Y'all good. That's better.
Yep.
All
right. You think you fight?
Shaggy Norris. Resurrection surgery. Sorry. Respiratory system restoration. Forehead transplant replacement. Brain factory reset surgery. And consciousness medication 68,000. Head amputation. Brain software reinstallation and head reconnection surgery. Plus the Kung Fu manual booklet 93,000. Artificial aluminium chest transplant installation and the milk carriers reshaping surgery 84,000. Head and neck complete amputation. Purchasing of brain transplant from brain donors and installation surgery. Plus tree climbing skill enhancement medication 99,000. Future danda head in school.
Dr. Coca-Cola.
Prevention medication 74,000. The next time you cut me.
You are, bro. You think he fucked?
Shaggy Norris. Resurrection surgery.
Hey. At first,
hold on. I mean, the shit ain't funny. But the shit.
hey, that first one, Buddy hit his head on the car, and then he turned around and got hit.
Oh man, the little kid trying to squeeze between that vase and that wall, that motherfucking head was bouncing back and forth.
Almost lost the deal, man. Almost lost it.
Oh shit. Oh shit, she got me crying, bro. Hey, what was that nigga saying?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Bro, this shit got me crying.
He was saying you stupid. You
Oh,
really
man.
stupid.
I know what he
that
was
shit was
saying.
funny.
And then he was talking about how much it was gonna cost to heal them injuries. He was talking about 54,000. That's how they that's their naira. They money is naira. So he's like 54,000. He was talking about 54,000 naira.
That's funny. That shit had me cry.
Ooh, man, dog. And that shit remind me like when I was taking karate, because I took karate for like 12 years. And I used to watch them. When I was coming up, they had a rubber nunchucks. You learned with the real ones. As I got older, they started making the rubber ones. Man, I used to watch them motherfuckers.
I ain't fucking with him.
But it was in karate. You had to learn. So guess what? That's the quickest way to learn. Because one hit with them hoes, when you hit yourself with them hoes, ooh.
Hey, and then the noise, bro. It's like
realness.
Nigga, I'm like,
yeah, man. All right, man. We finna go and get into it. First, I want to do this, man. I'm gonna keep us on the camera on the floor.
With prostate cancer. I had surgery in November, and then about a month and a half ago, they found some more cancer. So I am currently undergoing treatment to get healed and to get cured and to take the journey to be a 2-time cancer survivor. I am documenting the entire journey as well. I'm shooting a documentary called Sustain. And if you want to know more about it, you can go to sustainthemovie.com or Sustain the Movie on IG, or you can take that QR code and be able to see a piece of the film. It's just crazy right now. And I know I'm talking a little bit, but I told you I'm a pastor, so I'm gonna use this thing because it's on. But I have 6 more weeks of the treatment that I'm taking right now. Yes, I'm eating the stuff I need to eat. Yeah, I'm taking sour stuff. Yeah, I'm doing the tea. Yeah, I'm doing the pomegranate. Yeah, all the stuff you're telling me to do, I'm doing all of it. And I'm doing the other things that I feel like God is leading me to do. So I just did a whole week of treatment and then got on a plane after a treatment on Friday to come here to be with you today.
All right, so that was Montel Jordan. He was doing a show, and in the show, he gave them the announcement to let them know. I guess from what I see, I think he wanted to really push it to the public more so than he probably was beforehand. Most likely due to the D'Angelo passing. I just wanted to reiterate the importance of health because this is definitely a hot topic right now. You know, I know being a podcaster, you know, sometimes we regurgitate some of the same topics because our job is to inform you of the news and popular events and stuff with a side of comedy. But this is definitely one thing that I will never get tired of talking about because it's important. And my grandfather used to say, prevention, learn what not to do. So my advice to y'all out there, especially and especially young Black brothers, because we're suffering the most from it, is this. He talked about all the holistic things that he's doing, the sour sap and everything like that, which is great. And I'm proud of him and I appreciate him for exposing that instead of just running to medical treatment, right? Because the natural way is the best way. Now, we know in certain situations you can't, it's too late to rely on that. If you wait too late, you got to do what you got to do. Right. But with that being said, my point is this. Take that stuff now to prevent having to take it later. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate Montel Jordan for publicizing the journey. I think that's a good thing because, you know, awareness is important. Awareness is important. You know what I'm saying? Yoga was just speaking on that Monday, you know, about, you know, us having a responsibility to create our own media and push our narrative to the youth, you know what I mean? And people in general, you know what I'm saying? So because even we still learning about things that we can do, that we have accomplished. So with that being said, I'm gonna pass the mic to see whatever else y'all want to add to that. So
yeah, I think it's important, man, to create our own media space because what I don't know, Rock may know. What Rock don't know, Quality may know. And that we have something for us to where we can reach the masses, man, because every day you learn something new. You know what I'm saying? Me, man, I'm never that stuck in my ways to not learn nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's important because we see what happened to D'Angelo, we see what happened to Chadwick. You know what I'm saying? The pictures that you put up last week, man. This shit's serious, man. This shit's serious, and if we don't take it serious, man, our people gonna be burying us. You know what I'm saying? And in order to prevent all that, man, you just got, man, and you coming from, man, you coming talking to a fat boy for real, bro. Like, I really had to tone some shit down, man, because he got serious. Not serious to where I was facing, like, you know what I'm saying, death, but man, if I didn't slow the fuck down, it was inevitable. You know what I'm saying? It's important, man. I stay on top of that, man, because you can't be done to nobody else if you ain't there for yourself, man. There it is.
There it is. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it, man. It can be done, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, man, y'all gotta love yourself.
For real.
You can't expect nobody to love you more than you, you know, and especially, you know, somebody like me, I have a very militant mind. And, you know, I picked up a lot of my ways from them old school cats, you know, and it's like, you know, one thing that I've learned is I sympathize with some, but I empathize with a few. You know what I mean?
That's a deep one now.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned that not long ago, man, maybe 8-9 years ago, bro. I sympathize with some, I empathize with a few. You know what I mean? And here's why. I've been to funerals of people I love, but I accepted their death years beforehand. So when it got to that point, I didn't somber as much because you want to know why? Because if they didn't care more about their life than I cared about their life,
then why should you care so much?
Why should I care so much? Because death is first of all, death is a ticket that you cannot get a refund for. So if we already know that, we have to accept death, right? So it's automatic. So if me having that understanding of that, and you are not moving in a way that you want to live as long as you can, nah, bro, I'm not, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna be prepared. I'm prepared.
And then, man, and then, man, what I realized too, man, is it be a lot of, and man, I fell victim to this shit too, man. So I'm talking to y'all from experience. A lot of excuses. Man, I can't stop eating that, man. I can't stop smoking. We all gotta die someday, man. Excuses are like assholes. Everybody got one.
They got one. Yes, facts. Everybody.
So, man, what you want, man? What my boy Beanie Sick was saying, stay proper. What you gonna get down and lay down, nigga?
It's that simple. It's that
Straight
simple.
up. Yo, I ain't talking no more on this, man. Y'all know what's up, man. Stop playing with, especially black people, bro. We we raised up, man, eating soul food and all this just the best shit running, man, bro. Man, long term, man, that shit is detrimental, bro. That shit, all that bullshit, man, is detrimental. Not saying you can't indulge every now and then, but making it a, man, my brother told me this, man. Ain't nothing wrong with doing it every now and then, but every fucking day, man, you killing yourself, man.
Yeah.
Look at it from this point right here. This thing, we're gonna just use this fast food. I ain't gonna say no particular name. Fast food. You grow up eating that because your parents don't want to cook, they too tired, work too much, whatever. And then you eating out every single day. You're eating food that's in a box that they go to stick into a deep fryer or something like that and tell you this is your dinner for the night. You don't know what the fuck that is. Is it real? Is it real chicken? Is it real hamburger meat? Is it real? You don't know because it's in a box. Now, in order for that box to get to that restaurant, it had been on the 18-wheeler. I drive trucks, y'all, for a living. For those who don't know, it's been on the 18-wheeler for about 3 or 4 days before it got to the goddamn store, which means it sat in the store until you bought all the first shit first before they put this shit out there in order for you to get the just here. Think about that. Think about that, because that's how long that shit has been sitting there, and you putting that in your body. You putting that in your body every single day, all the time. You asking for whatever health problems come to you. If you don't understand that, you asking for it. So it's accountability.
And then eating that shit when you younger, of course you ain't gonna feel the wear and tear on your body over time because you're young. You got so much energy, you active. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least when I was, we knew we was all growing up, you had to be active. Your ass ain't finna sit in the house and just be in front of TV. Mama gonna make your ass go outside, go run around. You feel me? So we were active. You know what I'm saying? But then as you keep doing it into your older years where you're not so active, and then you got motherfucking heart problems, heart blockages, and motherfucking diabetes and high blood pressure. And some shit's hereditary, right? We get that, right? But this is coming from a man that's been diagnosed with diabetes. Bro, I haven't had to take my insulin in like a month and a half now. No insulin. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead ass here. And I'm gonna keep this shit going, man. I'm watching what I'm raising up. That's what I'm talking about from experience, man. And this shit is hereditary. High blood pressure, man. All this shit is hereditary. But all because it's hereditary, you ain't got to be a prisoner of that shit. And man, nigga, you want nigga get down and lay down, nigga. What business?
Man,
and let's talk about the last little point here. Let's talk about the human side of it, because I want y'all to know, of course, for those who don't know, I'm sure everybody do. Yogi's my brother. So there was a time when he wasn't trying to hear this, what he's saying right now. Because I've been preaching this to him for I don't know how long. He wasn't trying to hear it. He was the one thinking that I'm the young brother. I get to do what I want. I'm going to be what I want until, that doctor visit hit. And when that doctor visit hit, he started telling me all that, and I'm like, nah, what you going to do? And the strength of him right now is really what shows you who the man that he is. The man that he is. Congratulations, fam. Keep going. You ain't done.
Congratulations, fam. I'm proud. I'm definitely proud of you, brother. Yeah. That's a beautiful story. And stories like this need to be told. And also, I want us give a shout out to Miss Shirley Franklin. She's a former co-worker of mine. Right now, she's fighting pancreatic cancer. So It's not looking too good. They're placing in an hospice, but this just goes to show y'all that say these diseases is real, health is real. You know what I'm saying? And do what you can to prevent it. You know what I'm saying? Love your children enough to want to live long enough to see them through. You know, when I have these clients who be like, man, I want to work out or whatever, but I'm not motivated. I remember I told a client one time and she was like, I need some motivation, man, and like that. And so I just asked her a simple question. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, you got any kids? She said, yeah. I say, what more fucking motivation you fucking need?
You want to be here tomorrow?
Man, I tell you, her heart dropped. She started crying. She said, I ain't never had nobody say that to me. I say, love, I can be militant at times. I say, I don't talk to everybody like this, but I say, but when people tell me that, I have to respond that way just to get them to understand the severity of what they're telling themselves. Because it's like, if you really love your children, then you would do what it takes to live as long as you can to make sure they're okay before you go. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know what it's like to lose a loved one. You know what I'm saying? I lost my father. My world was blown away. And my dad was an athlete, but it was his time. You know what I'm saying? My dad was athletic. He played college ball and everything. That's why I know that's where I get my athletic genes from. You know what I'm saying? But my mom, she was athletic too. Ran track, cheerleader. My granddad, he was a militant guy, so he worked out. But, my point is that, it's bad enough. We all got to go, healthy or not. I mean, the least you can do is fight. You know what I'm saying? And one more thing before I go, and I don't want to prolong this, but it's important. They need to hear y'all, so we shouldn't feel bad about actually having this conversation to the length it is.
I don't feel bad at all.
Exactly. So I want to say this thing, and I lost my train of thought. What's up, Ben?
All right.
I remember when I was me and my child mother, we went to see a grandmother, right? And this one, she was just alive and well, right? But she was right at 90, I think. She died when she was like 95. And I remember we was all having a conversation. It was like a get together and everything. And then I'll never forget. We were talking about how about Grandpa, which was her husband, who died years back, but she was still here, and she had one of the family members asked, said, Grandma, you miss Papa? She's like, I miss Papa. I say, I miss your Papa every day. She said, that's my husband. I said, I miss him every day, like that. And then one of the daughters said, you ready to go with him like that or whatever? Black folks can crack jokes. And
Yeah.
she said, I love your Papa, but heck no. All right. But she said something that changed my life, bro. And it was what was ironic. Ironically, I was the only one who I was the only one who really absorbed and processed what she said. But then when I responded, everybody was like, oh, she did say that. You want to know what this woman had said, bro? I had never heard it like that. She said, honey, death gonna have to catch me.
Now that's a soldier. That's a soldier to me.
Nigga, that's granny bars. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was stuck. And then everybody laughing, but they didn't absorb it. I said, did y'all not just hear what this woman just said? And then one of the kinfolk said, yeah, I'm processing. Yeah, she said that. That blew my mind, kinfolk. I thought I saw it from a literal standpoint, death running after you.
Uh-huh.
And what it made me vision was some people running to death. Yep. She said death gonna have to catch her. That fucked me up, bro.
She said death gonna have to catch her, and yes. She ain't getting caught. So that means she running full speed from there. Nah, nigga, not today.
Not today. Not today, motherfucker.
for business.
Hey, and I was like, it just that the wording fucked me up, y'all. To see those words in a visionary moment, I'm seeing Def. But I'm like, Def don't even have to run after some people. Def, some people is running to it.
Yeah, Def just standing there with his arms up. Come on, my nigga.
Come on in.
Bring it in, my nigga. Come on.
So hey, when we eating healthy, we're running from Def. Def got to catch us, my nigga. So let Def keep running. What's up, Ben?
Over there drinking that water, using that Enjoy.
Man, what's going on with y'all, man? Can y'all hear me all right? My earpiece been tripping.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Yeah, all is well, man. I can't complain, man. I'm doing all right. I heard you, yo. I heard you.
I ain't even say nothing.
Every week now, huh, man? Every week now, huh?
Every week, man.
You gonna have to come out the top ropes on his ass.
It's all kind of strays, man. All kind of slug. I gotta be the Matrix out here, man.
Hey, T-Dot, this our love, big dog.
Man, you already know, man. You already know.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go and get into the flower segment as usual. You know, we have some good people to give out flowers to. So mute your mics. I'm gonna keep y'all on the screen though. Mute your mics. All righty. So in today's segment of giving flowers, we want to give our flowers to Leo and Ethelyn O. Stewart Sullivan. This couple spent over 60 years creating animation for Black kids worldwide. So let me give you a bio of their career. Their work includes educational and entertaining platforms like AfroKids.com and AfroKids TV, which are designed to foster self-esteem and cultural awareness through animated stories. Leo and Ethelyn O. Stewart Sullivan. The couple is known for their long-term dedication to creating animated content that serves as positive role models for Black children. AfroKids, this is the brand name for their work, which includes a website and streaming service to deliver their animated stories. The purpose of their work and their mission was to provide an educational and entertaining platform that promotes Black culture, life lessons, and respect for Black children. The couple was recently honored with the Legacy Award by Operation Push, recognizing their lifetime achievements in the animation industry. And one of their most notable shows was Bill Cosby's Fat Albert. Hey. So with that being said, man, we want to give our flowers to the Sullivan couple. We thank you for your contribution to not only Black culture, but American culture. And to those who watching who have not heard of them, just know now, if you did not know that there was an avenue to where you can let your kids watch cartoons that is a pure representation of them and their skin tone and their culture, now you know. AfroKidsTV.com. If y'all have any questions, please comment or DM us. With that being said, I would love for my panel to add their soliloquy to this and how they feel in their thoughts about this great accomplishment. And these are the heroes that we should be looking at as heroes. With that being said, who wants to go first?
60 years? 60 years? Shit, let's do this first. Let's do this.
Facts.
They made my childhood fine. You know that. You say what's the name of that? Check that out.
That is so amazing, man. That is so good. That warms my heart to know that there's people out there that's like that. And right, that is a good image. It's people that looks like us. So kids, cartoons that look like us. Hey man, I know I'm gonna tell y'all my age. But Fat Albert,
oh my shit.
Hey, hold on, man. I was there. That's my childhood. So yeah, man, I I can't do nothing but have a warm heart for a situation like that. Hey,
shit, C-Band, Jamal, that was my shit right there too.
Yeah.
Hey, man, they made my childhood fire, boy. That's what I'm talking about. OG.
They didn't remember that. They made that resurgence with Platinum Fubu. Remember that was my college years, man. When they made a resurgence with, so hey,
Platinum Fubu, they was rocking the Fat Albert, but I remember that.
Yeah, I had some shorts. I had a jacket. I had a velour suit back at PV. That's when that was in style.
yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was rocking that shit too.
Hey man. Yeah, the velour suit was on point, man.
Hey, real talk.
Yeah,
that could come back, man. That could come back.
It really can.
I know I'd wear it. I know.
All we gotta do is wear it.
Yeah, you're right.
All we gotta do is wear it.
I know I ain't the young whippersnapper I used to be, that had the influence, I guess, on young people like I used to. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm rocking that. I'm rocking it.
Hey, nigga, it ain't even about having influence, nigga. Fly, nigga. If that shit
fly,
nigga,
you know me. That's why I say, I don't care about it anyway. But
I mean, but when we was younger, when shit, the baggy wasn't stuff. I don't think it'll be as baggy today. You know what I'm saying? Probably a little more fitted to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm not gonna change
it.
Hey, shout out to Kid Cudi too. He does cartoon creations too for African Americans too. So.
Hey, Rock, what was that website you said though?
AfroKidsTV.com. Man.
Oh, you know what? I had Afro Kid TV saved on my on one of my bookmarks.
Yeah.
At some point. Was it Afro Kids? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the proper URL for it.
Yeah,
I don't know what
AfroKids.com.
AfroKidsTV.com.
No, AfroKids.com. But it's called Afro TV. They TV is like the station on the website or whatever. I think they got an app for it too. So
I'm finna tell my age one more time, or at least tell that I'm not good at this. But for the world, I'm not a technical guy. So Yogi, if it's possible, would you be able to put that in the comments?
I found it.
No, I'm not.
Okay, my bad. I might be asking for too much. I get it, man. I'm just not.
I put it in the chat.
Yeah, because I can't find it.
Appreciate that, y'all.
Appreciate that.
But no, man, I wanted to add a little bit to it, man. Just a little small bit.
Please do.
I think, man, it's something I used to call positive propaganda, man, and that's what we need to kind of to counteract all the negative propaganda that we see that the world has to see, how they display us and how the other nations see us when we go travel, and whenever we got some issues going on, it seems like we have some nations that speak up for our defense. I think I could be wrong, so please don't quote me, but I believe that Iran spoke up for us at one point in time when we had some issues going on. I think I'm not 100%, but if we have more positive propaganda and we put our own pushes behind it, and especially with social media, man, that'll really help us out in the long run. Help us out when we travel other places. Our children get to grow up seeing themselves in a positive light. We make everything cool again. That has something to do with positivity. So yeah, man, that's putting in real work, in my opinion, man. That's revolutionary to me.
Yeah, already for sure. Yeah, man. I like I say, this is one of my favorite parts of the show. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely, like King said, we definitely don't get that on majority's podcast. So we gonna keep it going. You know what I mean? So we definitely gonna highlight our people in a good light. Like I say, I don't have no problem talking about our issues, and I don't have no problem bragging about our accomplishments. We gonna do it all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So shout outs to them. That's a beautiful thing, especially like I say, like Yogi said, Monday, this is what our youth need. If we can't depend on and complain about other people reinforcing positive images as us if we not gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's like complaining about somebody else not taking care of our own kids. Shit don't make no sense.
Right.
But see, would it be safe to say this though? They don't want to paint us in a positive light, man. They want to make us look like savages and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Because if they wanted to paint us in that kind of light to make kids see, like, man, I ain't got to do this, I can do that, they'll do it, won't they?
Well, I'm gonna say this. We know that there's gonna always be a demographic of society in this country that wants to paint us in a negative light. But at the same time, I'm not mad at a culture for focusing on painting their people in a positive light. You know what I'm saying?
So
the Asians fuck about the Asians don't give a fuck about them not promoting them in a positive light. The Arabs don't give a fuck. And so, I think that we need to develop a certain level of understanding that there's power in not giving a fuck either, and just do what we need to do. You know what I mean?
So it's up to us.
Yeah, it's up to us. We can't expect we just can't expect some things to change, especially if we're not leading the change. You know what I'm saying? Like being said all the time, and I love it when he said, "Hey, be the change you want to see."
You want to see, yeah.
100.
You know what I mean? So that's what it's like. Each one teach one, and we got to do it one step at a time, one person at a time. That.
You know what? Right.
Yeah.
My bad. No, all right. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, my brother.
I think two things can be true at one time, or like I think it's extremely important that we, like you said, be the change we want to see, and that we do what's necessary for our own communities, our own culture, our race, and at the same time, it's almost like we kind of accept that other groups of people are going to disrespect us, because when they do it, it's always, it's a, well, we can't blame them for whatever, but it's like, as human beings, man, I think that we should have a certain standard code of ethics amongst each other, just across the board. And we've accepted how others can make us look, you know what I'm saying, and how they can put out negative images, or how they can flood our community with guns and drugs and, paint us in a certain light. And I get it, it's not about blaming them, but also just calling out like, hey, man, we've got to a point where they can just, and we'll chalk it up to, it's just business, or it ain't, it's kind of like nobody put it to your mouth and made you smoke it, like he said on Friday. But at the same time, it's like, what kind of character of, in general of a people, or what kind of morals and ethics do a people have that really are willing to paint another human being in a certain light that's not positive? That's a problem to me right there. I know it's not their responsibility to do, go out their way to do right by us, but at the same time, why go out their way to do wrong by us? That's what I don't understand. And I think we don't call that out enough without it being called being a victim or blaming a white man. It's like, but at the same time, man, like they build more prisons to make money off of. Why is that okay?
I mean, I don't think it's okay. I agree with you to a certain extent, but you can't make nobody like you either.
No, they ain't gotta like us, bro. They ain't gotta say nothing at all. Is my point.
Yeah, but you know me. I mean,
I
respect.
I'm saying why capitalize on the pain of a people? Why capitalize on making us look a certain way? Like why even do all that? Just don't say nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, in reality, can we expect to fix that?
Can we stop them from saying anything? I mean, we can't stop that. We can't control what they do. So we have to think highly of ourselves.
Yeah, we got.
I get all that. I'm not saying we don't, but I'm saying like right now we're just accepting, not like us personally, but we accept that people gonna do us wrong, and then it's like accept it and move on. I get it. You can't stop them. Hey man, but at the same time, that they can wear that jacket.
See, but T Dot, man, like this is how I think about it, man. My honest opinion, right? We sit up here like you said, man. People do wrong by us, and we just accept it, right? Well, how we gonna sit up here and voice our opinions about other people doing us wrong when we do wrong amongst ourselves? You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear what you're saying. That's why I said two things can be true at one time. Like we can hold each other accountable, but that don't mean that we also need to say, oh, that's just how they are. If we all got to share this planet together, at the end of the day, we still got to share this planet. We shouldn't. Matter of fact, right now, because this is the one thing people always say: we built the Black Wall Street and they tore it down. We'll say something like, "Man, if we build it again, they ain't gonna let us do it." It's because we already understand the nature of what we up against. I'm saying that nature is wrong. It ain't okay for me for it just to be like, "Oh, it is what it is." It's like we already know if we do it again, we gotta do
I
this.
understand that.
Yeah, we agree with you on that one, T-Man. I'm with you on that. And my mindset be like this here. I'm not caring about the ones that say we can't. Let's show them we can. And that's my
I'm with that.
That's my only way of trying to change the perception of what they think of us. My only way of changing that is being, let me show you I can. Because I ain't got time to deal with I can't because of this. And Yogi just said you wouldn't hear earlier, but Yogi said, about excuses. I ain't got time for excuses. When I'm on a mission and I'm trying to get it done, I'm focused. I ain't got time to hear what I can't do, what I don't have, we got to make it happen. So that's why I'm with you on that, T-Ben. But on the same token, my mindset is I can't hear what they saying because I'm focused on getting it done. And that's my way of showing my people or anyone else at that particular time, hey, this is what it takes to get it done. Stop all the yapping.
So let me let me also put it this way too. So how you'll hear a lot of us say, man, and it ain't just gotta be white folks that use them as an example. It could be anybody, other people. But they'll say, man, them other people, they'll say something like, them people they don't do nothing to me. My own people do something to me. Like, I don't understand that mentality right there. When we said at the same time, we can say that, and also realize that if we build another such and such community, that fear is that they'll destroy it. So how can you, just because we have different interactions with other people, don't mean they're not doing us wrong? Is the point that I'm making. Yeah. We can't let people, just because we interact different with each other. We part of the same culture, same community. We talk to each other more often, even with your own family. You can expect different interactions amongst somebody that's considered a stranger. But what I'm saying is that at the same time, if for you to say, not you, but for people to say, hey man, my people more racist than them, as an example. It's like, that's wild for me to say. And you can see the imagery they put out amongst the world making it look a certain way. How could you say that? Even though we gotta get our act together. How could you still say that? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get that aspect of it.
But see,
hold on, Yogi. When they do say that, T-Ben, you know what I'm gonna tell them? Go check out my man T-Ben that just took these kids fishing and that's trying to help the kids. See, I gotta show them like what you tell us all the time. I want to show them the positive so they can't always have to say the negative. I got to show them, and excuse my French when I say it, because you right. I hate them type people that think that way. But the same way that you can see that negative, I'm gonna show you a good cat. I'm gonna show you one that's doing something, that's making a difference. And that's my point right there. I can't live off of what they talking about, because if I do, they're gonna bring me down. I can only I'm gonna feed you the energy. You feed me negative, I'm gonna show you the positive. And I'm gonna feed you that. That's gonna keep my soul, uplifted and all that. I ain't gonna let his negative bring me down. I can't. Because if I do, then I'm defeated. So yeah, I feel what you're saying though.
But see, I feel like just being me personally, I just feel like a lot of the shit that we deal with as black people, like as a culture, bro, I feel like we just so divided. Man, it came from Planet of the Apes, bro. This analogy, right? But the shit was so true. That motherfucker took a stick, one stick. He broke that stick, right? Then he got a bunch of them sticks and put them hoes together, and they wouldn't even bend. You know what I'm saying? We need to do that. It's like man, like why do I gotta be afraid of my fellow brother? If I'm going outside looking a certain kind of way driving, why do I gotta be afraid of my fellow brother? You know what I'm saying? And see, that's why I go to the point say they're gonna look at us a certain way because we look at us a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
You think that's the case though? You think they treat us like this because we treat ourselves this way?
They've been doing us like this.
So that's, see what you said right there. I think that's part of what I'm getting at. It don't matter how well we are with each other. It's like we always know in the back. It doesn't, like, we need to do what we need to do for ourselves at the point. So that's first and foremost. What I'm also saying is that even when we are doing right by each other, that don't mean that all of a sudden they're gonna start putting that positive imagery out. They're not. It's just always the opposition because we was doing each other right when we had the Black Wall Streets. That's not the only community that we had.
Right.
When we had the Black Panthers and they did COINTELPRO, they had the whole reason COINTELPRO was even created. Do you know what they said? That's the documents. The reason on having it. Do y'all know?
I mean,
Rob, do you know?
Yeah, of course. You know, I know.
Okay, the reason was to stop the rise of a Black Messiah. That's what they said. Now, why would they want to stop the rise of a Black Messiah if we doing right by each other?
So we them trees that if we all together, and you can't break us. See, that's them trees. That's the analogy that Yogi just used. We all together, can't break us. So
then the question would be. And don't and look. I'm just harping on it because I know stuff get clipped up. Look, I'm all about doing for self for our own children. It really ain't about what they doing it for them. Is my point. I'm just on a two-way street. I'm talking about this and this. What I'm saying is that why would they need to break us? For what reason?
I think me personally, I think because they fear us. They fear us as a people. If we are together, I mean, we're so much stronger and we can do so much more. We're our skin tone, our strength, our survival tactics, the way we are, the way we endure any type of problem and still overcome. Those things are a lot of things that a lot of people can't do, and those are things that we've been doing all our lives. We've been doing all our lives, so we have no choice. That's just the naturalness in us. But see, that's the good that come from us that a lot of people don't see because they've been beat up on or whatever reason that they want to use. So that's why I say my tactic is always I got to show them positive before I allow they negative to interject into me.
So do you think that there's a fear that if we get our act together and we build our own great communities and we get self-sustainable, do you think there's a fear that we're going to attack them? Do you think there's a fear that we're going to bring harm to them? Like, I'm trying to just get a perspective. Like, so I'm trying to get a perspective on what is it about us getting our act together and being a good people for the planet that would make them want to kill that? What do you think it is?
The power.
I'm sorry. I don't think it's something like as far as us. I don't think there's a fear of us doing that because we want that. We want those things. We want that to be the place.
Correct.
I think there's somebody else that fears that. Now, whatever demographic that is, I can't speak for them because I'm not them. So I can't tell you what they fear or why they fear it or why they don't want it. But I do know this. Everybody, no matter what race, no matter what ethnic, whatever you are, everybody, we all are stronger if everyone is strong, no matter what. I don't care who you are. We all are stronger if everyone is strong. So to allow anyone to be left behind is it's kind of almost like a hit on us as a people because we all need to make sure that we bring us all along. Now, of course, like Rock said earlier, I can't hate for somebody that's trying to do that for their own people more so than they will for anyone else. Because I'm not gonna lie, and I'm just being really honest with you. I probably will pull mine a little harder or expect a little more from them because that's mine. But that don't mean that I'm gonna leave somebody else that ain't mine behind. I'm gonna still be pulling them too. But I ain't gonna lie. For mine, I'm gonna make them work harder because I want them to be able to do it on their own. I want them to be able to succeed. I want them to have that. I know their endurance. I know that they're capable of doing this. So I know. For somebody else, I'm not too sure of. I might pull them, a little harder or whatever. But I know mine. The way I'm gonna try to teach is let's all of us pull out when that's all behind. Not just I'm gonna expect y'all to do it and then I'm just gonna help him. No, I'm gonna help y'all, but now we all gonna help him. That's my mentality.
And this is my last point, man, because I'm getting long-winded. But I think here's what I think. I think it's a power complex that they may have, just wanting to have the power. Because if you think about it, and here in America, it's always about the greatest nation, the best nation. We number one. We got the best. We got the best staff. We the superpower. And it's like if it was up to me, Everybody just do what they want to do, have a good time on the planet without competing over everything. Like with all the technology we have, you would think at this point we need to figure out a way to harness energy, food, water, clothing, shelter without having to compete for it. You would think that would be the case, but it's like once we start, getting into the limited resources, people got to fight over it. But we got the technology and the brains to make everything sustainable without even having to worry about, uh, you know, uh, limited resources. But I think it's a power issue. I think that's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
Being in power, saying we got our thumb on everything. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really boils down to. But I mean, I just want y'all take on that, man. Just curious.
So we're gonna go into the next subject, but I think the conversation proved a huge. I think the conversation exposed something that we need to take heed to. And this disrespectfully, we went from giving flowers to a black couple about their accomplishments to talking about the white man and his power. I think that's part of the problem.
That's deep.
You think so? You think that's how it went like that?
It did. We just watched it. We did.
Yeah, but our conversation.
But I mean, what was the conversation? I mean,
I have no problem with the conversation, but the conversation proved it exposed something.
I don't see it that way, Rock. I don't think that's a problem with us as the people, just in general either.
Totally went about how the white man on our neck. We're
no, man, but that's my thing.
He psychologically gave this man power.
No, because remember I said we having two conversations at once.
But it's
I said we need to get. We need to have our thing in order. But I said at the same time, so I'm thinking it's just a continuation of the conversation. It didn't get derailed. We was moving on to the next one.
No, it didn't. But I'm just proving. To me, I think the point kind of proved a part of what's the problem with us.
I don't think it's a problem though.
Okay, so Quality says something, right? He had spoke on it how, okay, who gives a fuck about how their neighbors feel about it?
I would if I live in a neighborhood, Rock.
I mean, if my neighbor don't like me, just stay your space, bro.
I get it, but when you go somewhere, you want somebody to make sure your house is good. You live in a neighborhood, right? We live on this planet with everybody, man. I get we don't care about nobody else, but I don't have that mentality, man. I care about people.
I see what Rock's saying though, T-Man, because what he's saying is this: you care about other people. I do too. I really do. But I cannot take any energy of mine and allow somebody that don't like me or that got some sort of hatred towards me for no reason. Don't even have to know me. I got neighbors, and there's probably one or two of them that be over there like, man, I don't like him. Okay, well, shit. I'm still cut my grass. I'm still walking my car. I'm
saying these things.
Because
these things aren't in a vacuum. No.
Dictate anything in my way. I'm sorry.
I'm saying it's not in a vacuum. It's a reason on why we gotta get our act together, right?
Of course.
Okay.
We agree with the reason. Hold on, Rob. We agree with the reasons. It's for our children. My saying is for our children to get our act together so our children grow up be a certain way, right?
Right.
But we also understand in doing that we have to put precautions in check so they don't get destroyed. And I don't see what's wrong with talking about that.
No, ain't nothing wrong with talking about it. Yeah, nothing wrong with talking about it.
I'm just proving my point. How sometimes psychologically we give them power that they don't have or shouldn't have.
What power is it giving them though? What power are you talking about?
The conversation went from talking about two black people who have done something great for the culture in this same racist country that we talking about with the same people that oppress us. But the conversation end up being more focused on how the white man on our neck.
So we can say, okay, Ross, so to make sure we don't end it that way, we need positive propaganda for our people, for our children to be better. for our community to be better.
Exactly.
So that way, when we go in the world, people view us in a positive light.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was the couple that was 60 years years of working together to build that website and that those black art that they put together. That's the showing them the positive. And that right there is still in my
married
mind.
couple at this.
I said I wasn't for sure if they was married. That's why I didn't want to say that. I just wanted to put the work together. But now y'all, God damn it! I'm cooking right now, so just give me a second. But can you imagine? Can you imagine being married to someone for that long and working with them? Oh my God, that is a major accomplishment. Major.
I found out how they did.
My wife gets on my nerves in 30 minutes, and I love her to death. 30 minutes, and she will work my nerves. I'm not lying. I am not lying.
30 minutes, man.
30 minutes. It's going down. It's going down. Now that's over 20 years, over 20 years of marriage. So yeah, 30 minutes. And I'm damn near gonna be like, what is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? And
Hold on.
20 years.
60 years. 60 years. They have been together working.
How long did it take yours? 30 minutes, hour, 2 days.
Ben. I got 20.
Hey man,
years. Don't get into that. Don't get that fight.
I don't even know. All right, ask me a question like that on the internet. I ain't finna. Man, come on.
My bad.
My wife know I love her. She know I love her.
Hey, but look, that 60, that couple been together 60 years. They get on each other's nerve too.
Like,
that's the point I'm making.
How they did.
Still did it.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's my parents been married 40 years, and I know they got each other's nerve. I still see it to this day it's part of the process. It's part of the process.
That's amazing.
Shit, if that thing going at each other, nigga, I don't even think they love it. They don't think they love each other. Shit.
All right, y'all, let's go on get into it, man. Mute your mics. Good shit. All right. All righty. Man, this shit is hard to watch, bro. Let me go and answer. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah. You know, I love kids, man. So when I see shit like that, I just
I apologize, y'all. I kind of went off, so I didn't even see the video, but
all right. I'll play it again. Hold on.
Don't play it again.
I apologize.
Don't play it again.
It seems like it's kind of depressing. I ain't gonna even lie.
It's not depressing, but it's like I said, I love kids.
Fucking ridiculous
type of shit, man. It just burns my heart, bro. So basically, 2 days after we just glorified the WNBA and the players, they take a step back. Basically at one of the games, they had a quote unquote transgender boy.
I think I seen that. Yeah, I seen it.
Perform at halftime in front of a stadium full of kids in what has always been considered a family event and a family environment. I'm gonna say this. I have no problem with being wrong, but the WNBA continues to prove me right. They're clearly showing you what their agenda is. And the only ones who are fighting it from the outside is people like us, and the only ones who are fighting from the inside is the straight women that are showing being pregnant and having kids, showing their husband. That's the minority. But I digress. I talks about them enough. But this is social commentary with a side of comedy. The floor is open. What are your thoughts about this recent event and the WNBA itself, its future, and everything else? Who wants to go?
Was it a young dude? It was a young boy.
8 years old.
8 years
Oh,
old.
he 8?
8 years old, G.
Had on grown woman nails, makeup, sassy. And the WNBA paid him to be there and performed halftime.
Like, what did he perform?
He was dancing and stuff. And he was twerking. An 8-year-old. He was twerking. He twerked. I ain't even want to show that shit.
Please don't.
You know, all I can say is, in my opinion, and like I said, I don't know the answers to why, or whatever. So young is just that's the alarming part to me. So young. Why do we allow something of this nature to be? I'm not against if you want to be what you want to be when you're an adult or you get old enough to know what you're doing. That's your business at that point. I'm not against it. If you want to be whatever it is you want to be, that's your business. And I'm going to still, be whoever I am, regardless after you do what you do. But to tell me that young boy at that particular age picked that to be, I don't believe that. I believe that's placed on him. That's forced on him. He's told to do that. And I think that's the issue that I'm having with the whole thing about it. It's not about what he's doing or what he chose to be at the right age. It's about the age that you're telling me he made that choice. I don't believe that.
I don't either. I feel like the parents push that shit on him. Something happened to some parents that push that shit on him, man. But man, man, me and bro, we try to be big advocates, man, for the WNBA because my boy Rock, man, look at my eyes, I tell you, man, my boy Rock be going hard on him, boy. He don't let him make it. But we be trying to be advocates, bro. Like, nah, man, it ain't really like that. But then we see shit like this, man, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. And I was gonna say the same thing Quasi said, man. For him to be 8 years old, and that's what he he chose. I don't think he chose. I think that shit was pushed up on him to do that shit. To me, if the WNBA paying him for doing that shit, man, sound like he was pushed on him for a money play. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so much wrong in this shit, dog. And man, you got it, T-Dot.
Respectfully, no comment.
Rocky muted.
I'm gonna add a little something to it, and then I'm gonna go to the next topic. And I'm not attempting to be fair because I don't give a damn. Life ain't fair. But it's the truth that I speak. I stopped watching sports after the Kaepernick debacle. I don't know what it was, and I would never encourage nobody to stop it. I think that, to a certain extent, it is a getaway. It is a break from life. You know what I mean? And it's important to have those breaks. It's important to celebrate loved ones that may be playing for these teams and stuff like that. And I am a big advocate in putting your kids into sports. It shapes you. It builds character. It teaches you camaraderie. And it teaches you how to be a team player and it humbles you because it teaches you and it makes you realize it ain't all about you. Sports is very important to me, to a kid. But where it starts to blur the lines for me and where it starts to become a problem is when we become adults and we become slaves to it in some capacity or another. And you talking to somebody, I knew stats from Pee Wee League players all the way to pros. I was a stat guru. I was in it. I've been an athlete all my life. Anybody that know me know that. I was that sports guy. I'm gonna watch them sports shows, all that. But the Kaepernick, man, it did something to me, bro. And then I had already read the $40 million Slave years previously, but even the book couldn't get me to stop watching. It's like an addiction. But after the Kaepernick, I don't know what happened, bro. After that, I said no more. I cut the TV off, bro. And what is shocking to me is that ever since then, they have gave me no reason to indulge in it again. Because for me having a reason to get back in it, they've given me no reason. They've given me every reason to stay away from that shit. And when I see what's unfolding now, transgender cheerleaders and football players on the sideline painting another nigga nails and clipping another nigga nails and all this bullshit. Niggas wearing tutus and shit. NFL players, they're effeminizing our strongest representation of men. And when it gets to that point, oh, it's a problem. And I'm just glad I can't see it now. I don't see myself ever getting it too. Now, if I come to Yoga House and they watching, okay, shit, I'm there, I'm watching it. I'm just not gonna give it the rating money. You know what I'm saying? But again, my question is, and this is just a rhetorical question or a hypothetical, and y'all answer me this just one by one. And this is just hypothetical. What would it take to happen for you to stop watching professional sports? If you could think of anything, what would it take?
Say the question one more time.
What would it take to happen for you to stop watching professional sports? And just be honest, it's cool. Just hypothetically, though, what would it take? Seeing that all this is happening, because clearly some more, stuff is gonna keep unfolding. And I'm saying in every capacity, from we don't even really have a black owner in most teams, everything, the whole realm of it.
I'm honestly saying this is just my opinion now, of course. So don't.
Yeah, it's hypothetical anyway. So
right. I don't think there's anything that will get me to stop watching it due to the fact of I'm not blaming sports for that particular situation. I'm not blaming sports for that. I'm blaming people in their decision making. Now, whether that be the higher ups and all that there, yeah, but that's their decisions to do those things. The sport didn't make that decision, so that's why I say I don't place the blame on sports when it comes to that. That's just my opinion, of course.
With me, just not having an interest in the sport at all, or something going on in my life that takes my time away from looking at sports. So, like for example, I started watching basketball when Kobe died. I just wasn't interested. I wasn't interested in basketball like that no more. So it was something like that. So I couldn't just pinpoint one particular thing. But outside of just a personal decision, I just don't have time to watch it no more, or I got this going on instead of that. So I need to be doing this versus looking at whatever sport I choose to look at. So it's something like that.
Yeah, for me, I can't really call it. Man, I've been in sports all my life. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm talking about every sport. My mama had me playing everything. So we're playing the sports, and especially, you know what I'm saying, gaining love for it. You know what I'm saying? Just the genuine, like the sport itself. I find it hard to find anything that'll make me start watching sports. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I watch the NFL, but I'm more interested in the NBA more than anything, because in the NBA you don't see majority owners blacks, but you do see black ownership in the and on the NBA teams. You know what I'm saying? So for them to get that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because the NFL, that's a good old boys club. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my answer.
Now let me ask this: Do you think that helps us or hurt us?
What exactly?
So we're $1 trillion coach. If you rated us on the most richest countries, we would have I think the 6th highest GDP, and we're just 13% of the country. And so it makes me question it just makes me question, like, it's easy for us to socially be verbal and fight verbally, but when it comes to fighting with our dollars, we're not as open to that. We just expect the white folks to just be loving. So the reason I asked it because it's like, if we can't stop giving them our dollars, at least to a certain extent within our control, then how can we expect to ever disassociate ourselves, disattach, or make ourselves independent of them from a financial standpoint and on every standpoint? Because, for example, it's a statistical fact. Police shootings would be less if more of us had life insurance. That's a fact. Because the police, they would not be able to afford and sustain themselves if they keep getting sued. Because what happened is the insurance companies which is a more powerful entity, they have political ties, they have lobbyists. They would say, hey, y'all better stop killing my goddamn customers. It's a problem.
And you know what, Rob? That's interesting you bring it. I was just looking at I was watching something. It might have been a Joe Rogan clip about it. This guy was talking about healthcare and us needing to we don't need insurance companies to go see a doctor, and how, it's to the point to where it's like, doctors, you have to have if you have this insurance company, you have to go to this certain doctor. You just can't go where you want to go. And so it's like, I think that you have to understand where we are, like reality, right? We're here in the United States of America. We're U.S. citizens. We don't print the money here to begin with. We don't have our own currency to begin with. So to me, it's kind of like a game of like whack-a-mole. You hit one pops up somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, it's like jumping out the pot to the frying pan. So we stop giving our money to whatever entity it is. Let's say it's sports. And you say, okay, we start getting life insurance, which I believe everybody should have. Get life insurance, right? And to stop the police brutality. But then on the other end, you give your money to these life insurance companies, which are ran by Jews. So it's like, now, like I'm saying, we got to realize where we are on this planet, and that we are citizens of the United States. So to me, if we're really going to have a discussion about being independent as a people, we can't be independent as a people while being citizens of the same people we're trying to be independent from. Like, it just doesn't work that way due to it doesn't work that way just due to where the money, you funnel the money from one entity into another one, and you still into another entity that still don't have your best interest at heart. So we funnel it into the insurance companies, and now they got extra money for their record label companies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always gonna be that vicious cycle. So you just funnel the money somewhere else.
Yeah.
So to me,
I want to say, forgive me, when I meant independent, I mean independent as far as recycling our dollar within the Black community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wouldn't even support us attempting to be independent. I think that's part of the problem too. I think we just have to be able to find a way to excel just as much as the white man, the Arab, the Asian man, and the Mexican man in this country. Because the truth of the matter is it's shared land now. It's not just ours. It used to be ours. It used to be the white man's. You know, it didn't trade hands. It used to be the Spaniards. You know what I'm saying? It used to be Britons. It a little bit of everybody that had this shit. You know what I'm saying? America ran through like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. America thought like a motherfucker.
Because it ran through, right?
Motherfucker ran through. She's a whore.
You little nasty slut.
It's diabolical, man.
You bad girl, you.
You bad bitch. You's a sick bitch.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, but you definitely right though, Ben. Yeah, I'm not trying to have. I don't want to be in the company. You know what I'm saying? I would love to get rich enough and have a company big enough to where I can hire white employees. Do you know how my ancestors will be proud of me? Damn it, baby, this nigga got white folks working for him. See, that's why I see getting back. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you paying some white folks checks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Damn, that's good shit. Where you at? Oh, Ben probably had to go somewhere real quick. Oh, there you go.
My bad. My daughter went to a birthday party, man. They just came home. I missed what you said, man. I was talking to my daughter. What point was you making, bro? I missed it.
No, I was saying, forgive me, because that was the wrong words. I didn't mean
because of that.
Say what?
You missed that. No, I was saying I didn't mean independent like that. I meant like independent financially, to where we make sure the black dollar circulate in the community longer. Yeah,
oh, hey, and look, I ain't said it to this point, but I'm glad you brought that up. And I ain't trying to be on the dead horse, but you keep messing with me. So let me let you know. Hey, look, now listen, I had an iPhone, right? So that's the first. Listen. Y'all got to hear me out. I'm gonna make a point. I had an iPhone. That's my first one. I've always had all the iPhones. I got them all the way up to, I think, I don't know, iPhone 8 and I don't even remember now. Maybe 5 or 6. I don't remember. But then, and Rock, you might have seen me post this whole video. I got it somewhere. A brother along named Freddie Figures came along. Figgers. That's his name, Freddie Figures. Had a black cell phone. I switched and I used his phone. That's why I ended up with Android. That's the only reason I ended up getting. I was supporting the black-owned business. And a whole lot of people wouldn't do it though. I switched from iPhone to an Android phone, and it was called the Figures F4 phone. That was the phone that I had for many years. Only reason I stopped using that phone is because AT&T updated their system, and the phones they had wasn't upgraded to that new AT&T system. So I ended up getting a Samsung. But I switched from iPhone to Android because I was supporting the black-owned business. I had a black-owned cell phone for like 4 or 5 years. That's the facts.
Still got an Android, nigga.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, no, T-Man. Look, I've been saying it, man. We can hear you, right?
Okay.
We can't see you, but we can hear you. T-Man, I've been saying it for years, man. The Apple iPhone is a trap. It's a trap. Because when you get to an Apple iPhone now, everything you own has to become Apple. All they have done is made you buy this one product for you to buy all the rest of their products. So it's a trap. Now,
you only do that with Androids?
No,
not at all.
Every other name brand type of computers and things of that nature.
Absolutely,
iPads, it works with all those things without having to be that way. And I believe these items are made as far as from China or Chinese people. I might be getting it wrong, Japanese, something of that nature.
Something like that.
Right. Well, they on their end use more Androids and Americans use Apple. So why is that the case? If it's such a great deal, then why wouldn't the creators of it use it more so than the Americans do?
Nigga, you got an iPhone.
Of course, to have an iPhone. My children and my family then put this phone in my hand and say use it. They know I ain't technology savvy like that. I ain't going to go do nothing else, so they know shit. This the phone right here. This the one I'm gonna use.
Nah,
that don't mean I want it.
My thing is, man, I don't like. I just what I really don't like. I don't like the fact that it's like there's two options to choose from. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that. It's either you got your Android, or you got your iPhone. It's either one of the two. Yeah, I don't like that. You know, I remember when Tesla, he's supposed to be coming out with, Elon Musk supposed to be coming making a Tesla phone. You know, that was going to be another option. And it's other cell phone providers, man. But it's to the point now to where you got to feel like you need one of the two options. You know what I'm saying? As I said, it's like a phone code, man. I really don't even.
That's
like since I switched over to the Android, I just like the functionality of it, to be honest with you, man. Like I just like everything I can do with it. Like I can look at any website as the website looks. It's like the functionality of it. So I'm like, I like what it does, but I don't have no issue with iPhone. To be honest, it's always iPhone users always be coming, be hitting me upside the head, man. Like I ain't did every time. Oh man, you got green bubble. I'm like, what that mean? Yeah, y'all like green no more? No color green.
What's wrong with my green bubble, man?
Look, I just be fucking with you, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I know. Hey,
man.
That's what y'all all say, but that's what y'all always say it though.
Always say it though.
Hey,
that's
look,
the kicker right there.
If you can pick that motherfucker up and dial some numbers and say hello, goddamn.
Hey man. Hey man. But hey, that's why I switched though, man. That's the whole reason I was supporting black-owned business, man. I wish more people would have did it too, man. He got phones out now, but I didn't, I got so accustomed to this phone I got now, man. I'm just like, well, I'm gonna stick with it for a while. But yeah, Freddie Figures, man, a black man from Florida, created his own cell phone, and he was using the Verizon towers. I want to say either Verizon or T. I think the Verizon towers to get his signal, but he had his own service.
I remember him. I remember about that.
Oh, okay, you in here? All right.
Yeah, I think he's still making phones, but that's one of the things, about circulating our dollar. Like, I still circulate our dollar in different ways, man. If I could do 100%, I definitely would. But one thing that I did do, I made that sacrifice. So I get it, man. I think the point that I want to make too is also about what you're willing to sacrifice. Like Rock, you start with the sports. That's great, man. But like I say, it's like in my mind right now. And you did clarify, but a lot of the talk is being totally independent and what I'm saying, cutting off everything that's not made by us. And I'm like, in theory that sounds great. I wish we can do that, but it's just not really a reality based on our lifestyles. Like if we want to live the same type of lifestyle, we can't do it. We got to take some steps back, make some sacrifices. But hey, man, if we all decide to do that, I'm on board, man. More of us will involve ourselves so we can make things better for all of us. About 15 of us be out here struggling, talking about it, and the other million, like, well, I ain't gonna do it. Like that's just kind of, yeah, I hear you, bro.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I can't see you though.
Yeah, I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you just got a black screen.
Yeah, you got that screen.
Y'all can keep talking. Tell their ass to like and subscribe. Shit.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Look like they can't hear you.
Yeah, like he can't be heard.
It's all right. I got you, Rock. Them niggas wanna rebut. I got your back, Rock. Like and subscribe, goddamn. Comments are welcome. Quality gonna get at you in them comments, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they say I thought that was an interesting point that they made that more Asian people use Androids than they do Apple phones, and more
Androids is the most used phone in the world.
Well then, what
in Africa, most people have Androids.
Yeah, see, I think the Android to me is the better to me, but I don't know. Like I say, I'm with Apple because my family, you know, vetoed my particular thoughts on it.
Hey, you a true family man. Quality, a true family man.
I ain't got no say so, man. You know, I got a house.
Be like that.
House full of girls. I don't run
Can y'all
shit.
still hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Quality. So if they would have never like confiscated your phone, right, would you still have that Nextel joint?
See, that was the issue. I still had that type of phone. They was like, no, we're not going to do that no more. We're tired of that. So they was like, we're going to go up to this right here. And that's how this cycle started.
Nigga had the phone, you had to hit motherfucking 2-3 times to get the letter C.
Oh man, well that's funny.
You know what?
Man.
You know what? You something good. I perfected that shit really fucking good. Okay, I need you to know that, right? This shit y'all got going on right now. This some bullshit right here.
Oh man,
I'm struggling to do this. Goddamn, send an email. All that, man. Come on, man.
Hey, Doc, every time I come home, hey, yo, man, how the fuck you do this? Give me your phone, man.
I'm good. Am I good?
Nah,
you still got the black.
You was on screen for a little bit, man. You was on there playing with some chords or something, but then you went back black again.
Yeah. So y'all still can't see me.
All right, man.
It's the
we
black
can hear you good though.
Yeah, we hear you.
Ain't this some shit?
Hey, it's I had shared that link. When y'all get the opportunity, man, when you get you about a good hour sitting in traffic or something, or you ain't got too much going on, man, watch that video about the guy on that Neil deGrasse Tyson on Star Talk. I think his name of his show, talking about social media and generation Z. What he was talking about, man, there's some powerful information right there, man.
You put it in the chat.
Like, yeah, I put it in the chat, man. Well, not here in this chat, but in our other chat.
Yeah, say less.
It's a YouTube clip. It's about an hour long, so you know you got some time. But it's interesting information, and I thought about that because you were speaking about quality, about how you know some of the Asian populations don't use the phone. And one of the points that the guy was making about technology is that all them children, you know, all the tech engineers and those in technology that's in Silicon Valley. None of their children their children go to them schools where they don't have no technology in the schools.
See?
You know what I'm saying? Because they understand, you know what I'm saying, like what it does to the youth and what it does to the brains. And yeah, man, it's really, really interesting information, man. Like y'all get a chance to watch that video, man.
Y'all still can't see me?
Still can't see you.
Why I see myself on my iPad though?
Because your iPad.
On your what? On your what, Rock?
On my iPad. Because I
can't hear you
next to me.
T-Dot, chill out.
Y'all play too goddamn much. Y'all got
the iPad. See the problem?
hey, nah, fuck that. I'm on my iPad and I'm just fine.
Yeah,
so
y'all
don't do that.
Y'all can see me, man.
No, we really can't, Rock. We really can't.
For real.
I'm telling you, I can see me on iPad right now.
We sorry, but we can't see you on
your
here
iPad,
right now.
Your iPad lying to you, fam.
Hey, so look, I Rock, I see you on YouTube on my computer, but not on StreamYard.
Damn, that's a good one. Damn, TV, you got a lot of technology.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? I see myself on my TV and my iPad.
Yeah, but you're not on StreamYard. Your StreamYard camera's off. Whatever that's hooked up to.
It's showing its own.
Yeah, some with StreamYard not showing your camera, but if I'm looking at YouTube on my computer over here, I do see you on screen. I see you now. There you go.
There you go.
Okay. Cool.
There go the purple hat.
Y'all ready to go to the next topic?
Yeah.
All right, mute Mike.
Right? Deuces ain't been popping since 2012. Why was my child support 2,000? So I had all this back pay. Then I sold my catalog for 500,000. I only got 250,000 out of it. I bought my mama a house for 50,000, and then I had to pay all this child support. Why was my child support 2,000?
Witnessed it. He finna be in here.
Why the fuck I got an EBT card? And this nigga is at Breezy Bro and made 90 whatever the fuck million, and it say KKKK Max. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the fuck, bro? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all niggas want to see a nigga cry on here, so y'all can think I'm a bitch.
Nah, bro.
That shit ain't fair, nigga.
Hey,
I'm on EBT, bro.
hey,
That's why.
bro. Hey, look, bro.
I'm down, bro.
I'm on EBT, Smack. Look. Say my name, bro. That shit is bad. I had to go up in that motherfucker and hide my face with a mask like COVID, bro. It's 2000, right? Deuces ain't been popping since 2012. All right, so this is a songwriter named Kevin McCall. He's most notably known for writing several songs for Chris Brown. He basically went viral on an interview where he broke down, talked about how he was on EBT. I did some research on him. I remember the feud some years back, but I didn't pay it no mind. I mean, I didn't have a YouTube page, so I didn't give a damn. But being we got a podcast now, so it's definitely the hot topic. And I've seen some other videos on him. So, I mean, I can expound on it if y'all haven't like seen them or something, because I don't want your view to be, your perspective to be skewed. But if you have, of course, you can feel free to speak. So with that being said, or you can just speak on what you just seen now. It's up to you.
My shit's skewed like a motherfucker, so I'm gonna need some more videos. Because if I go off of what this video was saying, so
no. Actually, to me, that's really all you need. I think the other videos is only gonna further support whatever y'all thoughts is.
It's so cool. And put it on my shelf, shatter my paper, get this bowl off of the cook. Check it out. All right, so he wrote songs for Chris Brown, right? Cool. Okay. So I remember he was featured on this song Deuces, right? If I can remember correctly, that was a big ass hit, right? So is he blaming Chris Brown for the position that he's in right now? Help me understand it.
Yeah, he's basically, he feels old.
For what though?
Because the songs were bigger than what he thought they would be. He wrote some shit. He got some hits. He wrote some hits.
Okay. All right. So now you got to put in question: was he supposed to get paid off of what the song did, or did he get paid upfront for his services? It worked like that, right?
He got paid both, but he ended up selling his catalog for $500,000. And if you yeah, and then let me play the video. Fuck that. Give me a minute.
Because I got a lot of questions. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd rather add some context. Let's do that. That'll be better. Give me a second.
Hey, while you looking at that, can I speak?
Yeah, I just pulled it up. If you want to
speak. You did?
Yeah, I pulled it up.
No, go ahead. I'm speak.
Okay. I hate the ones where people is already doing a review on it, but oh well.
Media, and what's trending on social media is Kevin McCall, a BMI writer who's going through a dire straight scenario in his finances.
I didn't get paid for Look at Me Now. I wrote on that. I wrote a whole verse, then Busta Rhymes cut the verse off, but I still did this part. What was we talking about? I need that bread.
The first issue, split sheets. You should have gotten split sheets immediately when you wrote that.
Now let me find something else I don't like.
Did this part. What was we talking about? I need that bread. All this could have paid for my lawyers and so I just lost both of my daughters is in Atlanta right now. I don't know what the in Atlanta's scammers and a whole lot of other but my baby mamas is out there. Salute to them. They doing a great job with my daughters. I love y'all so much for that, and y'all so beautiful. It's some in Atlanta. You don't got no. I lost rights to my daughter, my oldest.
So you lost all custody.
I had a trial. I'm all in my prison clothes. I'm like, why can't we just put this off? Like my child support is $2,000, right? Deuces ain't been popping since 2012. Why is my child support $2,000? So I had all this back pay. Then I sold my catalog for $500,000. I only got $250,000 out of it. I bought my mama a house for $50,000, and then I had to pay all this child support. Why was my child support $2,000? I'm not Future or none of these like. So then I got the arrears, not retrograde. That's the little star shit.
Even if you still had your child in California, am I correct?
Yeah, I gotta prove all of that. They wasn't supposed to. I didn't have nothing on Marley. Marley, I gotta go and file a paternity, a petition for paternity. It's only $300, but watch this. I think it's a game, bro. No, this for when I poke. Don't walk up on me playing. Or you Team Breezy keep touching on the internet. My bad. I went too far. All right, music.
Despite your flaws as a human being, you are one of the most talented individuals to ever grace the music industry.
We gonna get to that.
So
we gonna get to that.
Veer.
I love how you try that. I love how you. Yeah, we gonna veer to that. But we gonna get
you have a testimony.
Why the
tell your life.
Get in on this.
I witnessed it.
He finna be in here.
Why the fuck I got an EBT card? And this is at Breezy Bro and made 90 whatever the million, and it say KKKKK Mac. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like what the fuck? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all want to see me cry in here, so y'all can think I'm a bro. That ain't fair.
Hey,
now you have the context. Go ahead.
So he only wrote songs for Chris Brown? Why is Chris Brown? I understand.
All right,
right? You had some shit going with Chris Brown, right? Why the fuck is Chris Brown the only nigga that you think about when the nigga, like, he the only nigga you are music? And then Deuces, like, I don't know if he was trying to be a rapper too, but for you to be on the Chris Brown song and get that kind of push behind you, nigga, why you didn't do nothing? Like, why you didn't take your career to another level? Why you depending on this man? You mad at him because he took his shit to the altitude that it is now, nigga? You didn't get no part of that shit? You put up your crown, a grown-ass man, because you broke, and you get up here leaning on this nigga? What the fuck are we talking about here, man? Deuces, man, he was on Shrimp. I remember he was on Shrimp with Chris Brown. Nigga, these are hits, nigga. Why you didn't take that shit and go further? Cause you thought that money was gonna last you forever, nigga. And then what the fuck Chris Brown gotta do with your child support, nigga? These are questions I need to know. No, bro, that ain't nothing but a nigga tearing another man down because of what that man doing and you ain't doing it, nigga. You hating. That's hating, bro. What the fuck are we talking about here, man? Man, bro, I know personally, nigga, I don't know how the songs you done with him, what songs you wrote for him, but I know 2 songs that were hits that nigga Chris Brown was on, and we all know who the fuck Chris Brown is, that you should have you should have shot the fuck off. Tiger did. Tiger was on Deuces too, wasn't he? Tiger did. Fuck. Man, get this nigga off my screen, man. That's y'all. Shit lame.
If it had not been for the Lord, I wouldn't have had another bitch coming to my life.
Not a now. Hey, I bet you Chris Brown ain't gonna let him write not a now, another song.
That's cornball, bro. Am I wrong? Nigga, that is cornball shit, bro. And you crying, a grown ass man.
Hey, you want to go quality? I was gonna wait because I didn't want to seem heartless, but I'm glad I'm comfortable going in now.
I'm gonna try to ease in the blow a little bit, man. Let me try to ease this up.
Well, you want me to go first because I ain't finna ease shit.
Then yeah, maybe you need to go first because I'm gonna try to hit my man with some reality.
Hold on, Rod.
So y'all go ahead.
Hold on, Rod. I tagged you in. Go, nigga.
Okay. Look at here, cornball.
Man, right, you know, froze up.
So y'all know me, man. I'm not that y'all not.
You froze up, Rod.
I'm very psychological. So, but I go off your actions, bro. Your actions is gonna tell me everything, not just the words. First off, you on a public platform downing liquor with the actual bottle, nigga. Red flag. Flag on the motherfucking play, nigga. Tells me you lack some discipline. Down on your bottle. Yeah. You know, so like I'm saying, you know, Chris breathed where my money, man. Bro, you look, I don't know why, but I like to consider myself a man of class. You know what I'm saying? I like to consider myself a man of class, bro. If you're going to do something, try to do it with a little bit of class. If you're going to be wild with it, do it in the presence of your home or get together, family or friends. Right? I can see you doing that around family and friends. But you got a camera with the world watching you down in the whole bottle of Don Julio from the bottle. 2, Big Yogi just said earlier problems like assholes, everybody got one. What your problems got to do with Chris Breezy? What the fuck? The last time I checked, Chris Brown got way more problems than you, buddy. He been fighting shit forever. Problems, nigga. I bet you Chris Brown talking about, nigga, I done had to revive my career 30 times. What is you talking about?
What the fuck is you complaining for?
But yeah, look, but on a serious note, man, I can't feel sorry for nobody that don't feel sorry for themselves. And this is one of the reasons why I have a problem giving some of us grace. You know what I'm saying? Look, bro, first of all, you got too many bad habits. Second of all, you clearly ain't good with money. Third of all, nigga, you sold your catalog. That ain't nobody fault but your motherfucking ass. You sold your catalog.
And for 500.
Yeah, and then another thing. I'm trying to see where the hell you can buy a house for $50,000 because I need to find that shit. I don't give a fuck where it said, nigga. I'll cash out on that shit if you can find a decent house for $50,000. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Also, this also says a lot, bro. These niggas these niggas will sit there and say they ballers and they capping. And they go buy shit, and then they end up broke. Now they complaining. You weren't saying Chris Brown was screwing you when you was buying shit with the money.
That is.
I'm confused. You know, and I'm gonna end my lay my plane on this. And I tell this story all the time. Y'all know y'all done heard stories about, you know, rap a lot, and there are some stories about how they didn't pay the artists or this or that or whatnot. You can argue that from whatever perspective you or lens you see it from. But I'm one of the few artists that never complained about what I got and me signing with them. I don't know. Maybe it could be. I had family with me. You know, my aunt is a teacher. She was right there with me. I was smart enough to have an outside lawyer. They didn't even have to tell me that. They offered me their lawyer. I knew enough to know, no, you get an outside lawyer because they lawyer, no, that's conflict of interest, right? Also, I remember when I read the contract myself. I was reading words by myself, and I was a youngster. I was underage when I signed Rap Line, and I still had more motherfucking powers than these overgrown ass niggas who won't read their contract. I was underage and I read my own contract. I wasn't even 18. You got 25-year-old niggas, 30-year-old niggas won't even read their own contract. So my thing is, I understand, you know what I'm saying? You know, young black kid come from poverty, probably didn't have much. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I signed with Rap Line for $30,000, and that was a lot of money back then. But guess what? That was $30,000 that I had only seen that as street money. This was legal tender. I didn't have to worry about going to jail for this shit. And I hadn't sold a record. Why would I complain and say you screwed me? It was a 5-record deal. My point is this, is what am I trying to say? I am a man. And one of the things that I was taught, even if you sign something, you want to know the best way to be a man about it and get past it, honor your contract. Honor your word, bro. Man, my grandpa used to tell me, honoring your word will get you a whole lot farther than complaining about something you signed up for. The contract ain't gonna last forever, my nigga. Goddamn. You ain't gotta sign the motherfucker again. Just honor the shit, bro. If you wake up one day, say, damn, this one really the best deal. Okay, why don't you just honor it, dog? Honor it and get out of it and move on. Because at the end of the day, you a grown man. You responsible for your financial decisions, what you do with it and what you do with your money. If you ain't got enough hustle and you know what I'm saying, or tenacity in you to flip that shit and do right by it, that's your motherfucking problem. That's your problem. Ain't nobody tell you to go in and go back and forth to jail. Ain't nobody tell you to spend money on lavish things. You probably was trying to live Chris Brown lifestyle, but you couldn't keep up.
Yo.
Johnny Gill once said some shit. He said, shit, I stopped going to Eddie Murphy parties. They say, why? He say, shit, hell, I couldn't keep up with that nigga. That nigga was rich, richer than me. Shit, the fuck? He said, I had to stop going. Johnny, you gonna come party with me? No, nigga, hell, I'm done. No, nigga, no. That's what Johnny Gill said. He said, a nigga asked him to come to party. Nah, I'm good. I'm good at it. I can. You are, nigga, partying with you is expensive, nigga.
Exactly.
And that's my 2 cents on it, nigga. Don't nobody feel sorry for you. And I'm the type, you know, if it was, you know, one thing I don't do, like I ain't the type to make fun of a man's pain or his feelings. I'm very careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Because we now, most of us have fucked off a bad.
Yeah,
most of us have fucked off a bad.
Yeah, we want on podcast crying about it.
Dead. Come on, I'll rest my case. I playing land.
I'm just saying.
Let me see if I can offer a little help to the guy.
Brother love.
Yeah. Let me see if
Brother
I can
quality.
help him out, man. This is from a grown man perspective, but
quality.
But it's basically, you said it, Rock. It's basically what you said. Clearly, you've made some bad decisions with your spending. Now, $50,000 house or not, if you going through what you're going through and you complaining about a $50,000 house, then perhaps you shouldn't have bought it. I mean, let's really put it in perspective here. You clearly didn't have the money to do that. So why did you do it? Don't come telling me that you had to do it because it's your mom or whatever. Your mama could have stayed with you and y'all could have lived together and y'all could have saved money that way. But to me, it seems more as if you felt like you had to do that for whatever obligations that you did because of who you was or what you done, and you living off of that. Now, also sounds like you done made some really bad business decisions when it came to these songs that you wrote and these people that you gave it to. Now, according to you, Rock, you did say that he sold his catalog, right? Okay, well, that you see your business decisions that you're making. did that make sense to sell the catalog that you watching these dudes still produce money off of? Did that make sense? So don't talk to me about the card that's in your wallet when you didn't do the appropriate things that you should have done to keep yourself afloat, if you will. Now, and then the biggest thing, well, I'll say my last thing. If you're talented enough to do what you just did for Chris Brown and them, then why aren't you still working? Why are we complaining about what we did for Chris Brown umpteen years ago? Why aren't we talking about what are we doing today? You know, let's get our perspectives in line here. What happened back then happened back then. That's great. You bought your $50,000 house for your mama. Well, hey, happy for you. Now, what are you doing today? Because the money didn't stop. You didn't stop making money just because of that right there. You stopped making money because you stopped working. And now you're expecting. And that can't be the case. You got to keep working. So, yeah, that's my plan.
Before you go again, I want to add to this because he said something, and I want to take what he said and I want to expose just how powerful it is when you listen to what people say and they'll tell on themselves. Now think about this. You got to ask yourself, why you sold your catalog for $500,000 and what was it so valuable about your catalog to be able to sell it for $500,000? Because somebody that knows the music business, let me tell you something. If you sell a catalog of 4 to 7 songs, and somebody's willing to pay $500,000 for it, you know what? It tells me two things. One,
they have some bangers in that bitch.
Thank you. And two,
it's worth
he
more
was
than
still getting good money off of it. Now, here's what this reveals to me, and this is where he told off on himself without telling. See, this how the motherfucking psychologists, investigators get you to confess to a crime without you actually admitting it.
Yeah.
What he revealed is that his lifestyle was costing him more than the income that his music was bringing in.
Yep.
He told on himself, y'all. He was getting good money from that damn shit, from them records. Because if he wasn't getting that, if them songs wasn't bangers and wasn't still moving numbers like that, ain't nobody gonna offer you $500,000.
Ain't nobody gonna want it.
Nobody want that shit. Spend damn near $1 million for that shit.
And then the nigga, and then the lifestyle. My bad.
Nah, you good.
And then the lifestyle he was living is what got them kids. Because I'm pretty sure, nigga, you was fucking hoes off that notoriety,
shooting up the club. Nigga, I'm several.
And now you want to cry about it. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, bro. You crying about some child support that you can't pay off kids that came out of your nutsack, man.
Shooting up the club. Get married, nigga. Build family, nigga. Because if you had a wife and you
ain't gotta go to marriage, nigga.
Hey, I'm just saying. Okay.
Hey man, I ain't said nothing yet. I just want to say a couple words, man.
Nah, you good, T-Dot. The flow is
I just want to say a couple words, man. My whole take is, as a man, right? And I know Rock ain't giving no grace, and I ain't really trying to give him too much grace. I'm just saying, hey man, he broke down, he put that liquor. I'm sure that's the reason why he up there crying in front of the world, about his problems and but look, I don't know, and I think the brother like 40 years old, man, so he ain't a young buck by no means. He's like a middle-aged man, like all of us on this panel are right now. Hey man. You say what?
I'm snitching. I look young, man. Don't do me like that.
I am 24.
Don't do me like that.
Hey, my thing is, look, you never know what God got in store for you, but you're supposed to speak positively into your life and speak life, to yourself. Hey man, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna get in front of the world and cry about having an EBT card as a 40-year-old man that's able-bodied, and then calling out somebody else about, can I get this much? Can I get that much? Even if he did you wrong, I'm holding that to myself, man. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting on nobody's podcast, nobody's show. I ain't sitting on nobody's couch with the camera on, crying about me having an EBT card. I'm a 40-year-old man. And look, like I said, you never know what God got in store for you, but I can say I've never in my life been on food stamps ever.
No.
And I'm not trying to say that to demean anybody, but as an able-bodied man, I done did door-to-door sales, 100% commission. Uh, as a young buck, always been in sales, right? I think if you're an able-bodied man, you should be able to go ahead and you should be able to, at minimum, you should be able to provide for yourself and your child that you bring into the world too. So, man, I don't understand trying to call somebody out about some money you think they owe you and they crying about it because you don't EBT. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Hey,
I know we all got different lives, man, and I'm not trying to down nobody. It just couldn't be me, man. It could if I'm a suffer like that in silence if that's me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm
hey,
gonna go in the closet and cry. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, I ain't gonna do that like that,
Look,
bro.
I'm going down the street and get by myself TV, and that's when I'm gonna be, God
Hey,
damn it, I fucked up. Fuck. But in front of y'all, I'm gonna be like, all right.
hey, what that boy Rose say? What's he Rose say? What did he say? Walking in the raindrops. He said, walking in the rain, so my tears can't blend in with the raindrops. That's what I'm gonna be doing, man. You ain't gonna see me crying like that about them being on EBT.
I'm not doing it. You're not gonna see it.
I ain't doing it, man.
hey, look, man, Rock played a video, man, for this shit ain't funny, but this shit funny. When that dude was calling all them niggas, if you got a country, you're a bitch. Yeah. If you get on the podcast and cry about your life that you created for yourself, you're a bitch.
Wow.
Back to him just not being accountable for his actions. When
You
you can sit here and you can go run around and blame, oh, I did this for him, and I did this for him, and I did this, and I did that, but you don't have no accountability for what you did with that when you got that, then somewhere along the way, the problem is you.
Then
You
try
are
to
the real
invest that
problem.
shit, then try to do nothing with that money. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking, oh, this shit gonna last forever. And once again, I mentioned Tiger was on that song too. Tiger ain't nowhere on no podcast. Tiger rich than a bitch.
Rich than a motherfucker.
And then he done other songs with him. And then he done other songs with Chris Brown. So see, that's a person taking that Chris Brown bagging and going somewhere with it. You just thought this shit was gonna last forever, and now you crying about having a food stamp card. Like, make it make sense, bro.
I want to add this too, Yogi. It's another thing I forgot to speak on too, and did y'all know what it is? When y'all saw his friend in the back, and when he did that, when he was talking about pulling his knife, he still want to be gangster, right? Yeah, this is my knife, so if I poke a breezy like that. Did y'all see when his friend hurry up and jumped up and correct him, say, bro, you ain't got to do that. Just focus on your talent. You know what that also exposed? Because I know I do it too a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, damn, man, who is his friends? Man, sometimes them people do be having people who really trying to tell them to do positive, but they just not gonna fucking listen.
Yeah, man. Grown people gonna make their own choices, man. You can only, they're gonna make their own choices at the end of the day. That's just, hey, I know a few brothers, man. Not that that I still they friends. I call them friends. But you try to every now and then they may do something wrong. You try to say, hey man, that ain't right. You wrong in that situation, and they keep doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens. And some you said them inequality. And Yogi, I would have, if me watching that, I would have had a little bit more understanding if he would have minimum said, you know what, man, I didn't manage my money right. You know what I'm saying? I got that money that I got, and I did this. I bought this much for my mama's house. I ain't had to do that. You know what I'm saying? I did that. I spent money here and there. I shouldn't have did that. But at the same time, I felt like, he could have did this better, did that better, versus just coming out saying, man, can I get 25 for this? I got this EBT. Man, that's crazy to me, man, as a 40-year-old man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna tell you something too. What Rock had alluded to. Nigga, you stopped your money from them songs when you sold your catalog, nigga.
It's gonna continue to go back to that. It's gonna continue to go right back to that.
Come on, bro.
You sold the catalog.
Come on, bro.
You sold your car. How you gonna sell your car and then get mad because you ain't got a car?
Get mad because you ain't got one.
Hey,
What
look.
the fuck?
Hey, look, Kevin McCall, man. 200 of them stamps, man. I give you $1.
Yeah. Now, let me speak on the EBT. Look at here. If you have had or if you have food stamps, don't feel down. Because consider that your way. That's a way of getting. That's a part of your reparations in 40 acres and a mule. Get that shit.
Yeah, nigga, you eating,
Hey.
you eating good, nigga.
Hey, look, I'm
wherever you can from them bastards.
gonna even say this though. Hey, you know, if that is your situation, that's your opportunity to. I mean, that's like your opportunity to be able to better your situation without having to starve. I mean, to me, that's how it should be viewed.
Yeah,
you ain't really you. That's your opportunity to do better without having to spend your money on food.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, come on. You can go grind, do what you gotta do, fuel your body, eat good, and have time to go grind and figure out how to get out of that situation, man. Like that's like that's your help right there, and that come from our tax dollars. So it's like, you know, we all looking out for each other. But to be, man, you know, I don't see nobody when they down, but
it's his pride. See, the fact that the card say ETB or whatever the fuck it said, what's the letters? Yeah, because he say that on the goddamn card, that's where the problem at. See, if it said Visa MasterCard, he wouldn't give a fuck. He wouldn't give a fuck. It's because it say EBV. So because it say that right there,
you ain't gonna say the name.
Why he out here thinking that it's an insult to have it. Okay, well now
I agree with quality too, bro. Own the shit. At least own. I'm gonna respect you more if you say, "Yeah, nigga, I got them stamps, nigga."
Hey, look, pull up on Shorty at the grocery store. It's bad as fuck. Don't worry about it, baby. That groceries on me. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. At least own this shit. Don't try to make it seem like, yeah, this fucked up. Nah, nigga, you actually can eat. This country's ain't no such thing as food stamps, nigga.
I ain't got
I would personally, this is just me, man. Like, and like I said, everybody got their own walk. I'm talking about in my walk, how I view life. Personally, I'll be embarrassed to be on it if that's like the way I have to feed myself. Me personally, because I know that I was brought up to do hard work and to fend for myself if I need to, and how to accumulate funds if I have to. I'm an able-bodied man. So me personally, you know, I wouldn't be telling nobody I'm on it. I wouldn't. That's just me though, you know, in my walk in life. So hey man, I don't kick nobody when they down though.
I wouldn't tell I wouldn't tell the world. I tell y'all I would say, "Can't fuck, I came up on some stamps, bro."
Hey,
no, but you say you came up on it. I'm talking about you ain't coming up on it if that's on an opportunity you got. You ain't came up on nothing. You trying to survive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So you racked up.
I'm like, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Look, this is what I'm saying. If y'all my brothers, right? So if I'm unemployed, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know. Rock down. He rocked down right now. He fell on hard times. It's a little struggle. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call y'all with the good news. I'm gonna say, "Say, fam, kinfolk, man, I was able to get stamps, bro. I'd rather y'all know I ain't starving than starving."
Well, I know.
I hear you.
This is going out to the world. I know it. So I'm not gonna say me, but I do have some friends that will buy just about anything you got.
Man, don't you do, Boosie. Please don't incriminate yourself.
I'm just saying, okay? I know people that will buy.
Yeah. But did you see Boosie's stupid ass, bro?
What he do?
Kinfolk, he need to hurry up and go to jail, dog. He do. The fuck he put himself there. He do stupid.
What he do, nigga?
Went online. You already listen to me. They haven't decided your time yet, brother. They haven't decided your time. He haven't had the arraignment for them to say this how much time we're gonna give you. Do you know this nigga went on live talking about shit? I ain't got no problem. He say, shit, anybody got stamps, man, DM me, hit me. Kinfolk, do you know they can use that against your stupid ass?
See?
This nigga must love prison. He must be dying to go there. Kinfolk, they can use that against you. So, yeah, look, Your Honor, this is why you need to give him all 40 months. He was just the other day online talking about trying to commit illegal food stamp fraud.
And the funny part, he still don't know that he did wrong. If you let him tell it, that's how ignorant he is. He doesn't know and recognize that he's doing this here to himself. But that's a whole different other conversation.
Yeah,
hey, I was watching Sam for the son, man. It reminded me of when he said, "Man, you too stupid to know you being insulted."
That's really fucked up too. That's really fucked up when you that dumb. You don't even recognize it.
Hey, that's crazy, man.
But yeah, that blew my mind. It went by everybody like, do this nigga not know that he going to prison? Now you just probably added, man, can you imagine a judge? He gonna be like, you know, the defense attorney, you know the prosecutor gonna be like, oh, I got some sauce today. Yon, look, this the man that been fighting. Yeah, you gonna give him the least much?
No, it's gonna be on the look. This the fool. This the fool right here. Yeah, you ought to look at him right there. That dummy.
He's asking people who have stamps to sell to DM him to buy them.
Ignorant as shit.
Man, I hope that shit be on court TV. I'm gonna watch it on my phone.
It's diabolical.
All right, so we're gonna go to the next one, man. Mute your mics, bro. Diabolical. You ain't lying, man.
Giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Hi, Roberta.
All right, so let me add context to it. Christian religion has been taking hella hits the last 2 weeks. With that being said, basically this is all the wine.
Videos like that, I kind of sympathize with people who have that mentality. And think that
What happened?
They happen to be on the news right now as you're talking about it, but I ain't even interrupting. I was just trying to show you. I tried to turn the volume down, man, but they talking about it right now.
The news.
Oh, we was
it's on the Isaiah. It's on the Isaiah factor right now.
Wow.
No, we were trying to listen. We like, damn, we turned the volume. No, that's what's up. So let me add context. Marvin Winans, he one of the famous gospel singers in the Winans family. Basically, he's caught hell. Funny, that's the church. He caught hell. He's been catching hell about this particular video. I'm gonna start. First, I want to say it's clear she's single. She's definitely single.
Because somebody should have been on his ass for the way he.
No, he knows she's single.
Yeah,
she's single. I know she is. I could be totally wrong because these preachers pimp niggas too. But I'm willing to bet she's single because you ain't gonna call my wife like that, nigga. They would have seen a whole different video, nigga.
You're a whole different one. A whole different.
She on here talking like she got a ring on her finger. She on here talking right now.
Oh, for real?
Once again, he just said now they pimp niggas too.
They pimp niggas too.
Yeah, because there's no fucking way. It's no fucking way you gonna down mine like that.
Disillusionment about in that report when we sat down with you for more than an hour. When you see stuff like this, what are your thoughts, Jonathan?
Well, first of all, it's not something that is very uncommon in the church today. I grew up around that, and to be honest with you, I'm not very surprised at Pastor Winans' tactics and actually trying to persuade people to give more. Because see, when you have large ministries like yourself, you have to pay that mortgage, man. You have to do something to make sure that people give in order to make sure that they pay it off, or that particular lavish life that most pastors live. I'm not saying all of them, but that a lot of them live. And so they have to use certain tactics in order.
And I stand corrected. The lady that's talking was not the one that was set up at that altar.
Oh, okay.
So let me correct my bad on that. But yeah, that's funny. It's having to be playing at the same time.
Yeah. Man. So go ahead, Quality. What's your thoughts?
Nah, I'm finna hear exactly what you just said. First of all, well, let me stay in the lane. So I'm not big on this, y'all, and I don't want nobody to get too well. I already know this is my feeling. I don't go to church much. And it's because I do not believe in the preacher dynamic of it. The preacher is just a man, just like I am. Therefore, it puzzles me how we put him on this pedestal that's so much higher than other men because of what he does. He a man. He put his pants on the same way I put mine on. So he can be influenced by worldly or riches and all that there just as easily as anyone else can. So that does not say that I do not believe in God. Now, I can have my own union with God by myself in the car or whatever, however, whenever. My family and I, we do it quite frequently as far as in our own household. We stopped the dynamics of church a long time ago because we do not feel it's I started to recognize for churches, the ones that we go to as us, it was more of a fashion show. I noticed that to me. It was more of a fashion show. What you had on that day. I can recall when I was young I used to go to church a lot when I would get it. I was younger. So lead a club, go straight to church. That was my thing, But because of what I was wearing was an issue. That really bothered me because I'm like, well, I'm here. What do you mean what I'm wearing? Yeah, I might have been out all night, but I'm still here in the morning. So what are you talking about? But that was an issue, and that really played a big part on me. Now, as far as that preacher talking to that lady like that, oh my God, that couldn't have been mine. Because like I say, Rock, like you just said, it would have been a whole different video. It would have been a whole different one. I'm telling you, y'all would have seen something out of me that you don't normally see because I am the calm, I am the reasonable. But you disrespect mine like that, I ain't got no choice but to show you who I really am. Don't let the nice guy fool you. It's as simple as that. I land my plane.
Yeah, man. I really urge my people, and I know most of my people or a lot of my people are not gonna listen to me because a lot of us are indoctrinated, by political affiliation and religion, and it's cool. But to those that are willing to open their minds, the first step I would take to opening yourself to new knowledge and liberating yourself is first start to read the missing books of the Bible. And then once you get past that point, look into reading Kemetic texts. Look into reading ancient Kemetic texts because one of the things I can't stand about Bible thumpers is that how they so brag and talk about the word and use the word. And it's funny because they will fight you and brag about whitewashed words that were originally written or originally comes from figurative folklore and ancient Kemetic history and African texts. And that pisses me off sometimes because, again, it's almost like a lot of us don't like shit if it ain't got the white man stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you, like, for example, there's a lot of African proverbs that are basically whitewashed into the Bible. Ancient Kemetic texts where these books were derived from, right? And so, but it seems acceptable when it's put in a white man book with white man names, of which these names never exist in Africa. But my whole point is that they are argue these scriptures, but when I see this, we're taught that your tithes is you got to give a part of your paycheck and all that. Now the original tithing is quote unquote 10% of what you make a year. And then if you dig even deeper, the church was supposed to be a stock house. It's where you brung and delivered goods and it helped fed the community, no matter what it was. Because remember, y'all know we originally come from a barter system, barter and trade system. You know what I'm saying? And so there's also a part of the Bible that's took out, which still exists in ancient Kemetic texts and some of the missing books of the Bible, where it says Joshua said, split a piece of wood and I'm still there. Move a stone and I'm still there. So they took that out because it would kill the church. That alone would X the church out because now you don't need this house of worship. You know what I'm saying? And basically that scripture just saying, this is where it's at. You know, but you know, that's my point. I would just urge him to read it because we ain't gonna change him. Because you know, hey, I'm not gonna get mad at the hoe for choosing the pimp. These women choose their shit. Then you're gonna say, oh, she sounded like a hoe when he was a pimp. Okay, Dad. It's like, say, here, Daddy, I made $1,200, Daddy. Bitch, I said bring home 2 racks, bitch. Go and give me more of the money, bitch. Okay, Daddy. I'm gonna bring the other 8, Daddy. That's all I heard was a pimp and a hoe conversation. I'm playing land.
Yeah, man. I was actually kind of I don't know if I use the word shocked, more kind of surprised that knowing he has such a prominent name, right? Knowing that is gonna be televised and still like expressing them kind of sentiments before the world. It's like, wow, man, like that's a lot about it's the audacity to even say that kind of thing in front of the world, to knowing there's gonna be some backlash, whether he cares about that or not. It's just kind of like, man, that's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Like to even, so I was kind of like, dang, that's wild that he would, with the name that he has, to even do that. You know, sometimes it's like if it was behind where no cameras, somebody having to sweep the camera phone and they caught it, you're like, man, he got caught. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of like, yeah, I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this too, just on kind of the same vein. So I never, I growing up, I think I might have been to church. I can count on both hands. I remember when I would go to California in the summers, my grandma would go to church. In the whole summer, we might have went maybe twice, 3 times max in the summer when I would go out there. And then here in Killeen, we wasn't like a church going family. And then so like my wife, she grew up in the Nation of Islam, but her father was Christian. So she kind of, she got the both perspectives, right? So I remember I've been to mosque a few times, and we'll go to church 2 to 3 times a year, maybe 4 max, I go to Sankofa every single year, and Galveston, my inbuff, they host that, and it's dealing with Sankofa, of course, it's African, and so you'll have Yoruba priests that are there. We honor our ancestors, so I'm of the mind, all paths to righteousness. I'm not like a religious man, so I think it's really messed up, man, how you can have how the church has gotten to the point to where it's gotten to now. Because the church played a huge role in our plight in the earlier days, man. There's a documentary that I think his name is Henry Louis Gates. He go by Skip Gates, I think. I think that's his name. He put a documentary together about the Black church. It was a PBS documentary. Very, very informative, man, because I didn't even know the pivotal role that the church played in us, our freedom and things that we did along our way. And how even back then, considering ourselves being African back in the day, like the AME church and things like that. So it's very interesting. It's really painful to see how the church, how it's turned in many cases, and now we even having this conversation about like exploitation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm assuming I'm assuming what happened was that he asked for people to come up and give $2,000 at minimum or whatever. She came up with 1,200. He like, I said 2,000. That's like wow to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy for that even to even be a thing. And then so I'll just say this, man. Like I said, I'm not even, I wouldn't even consider myself a Christian, but I do recognize when something good is done. So it's interesting because we having this conversation about that church, right? And we having it here, it's just on the news at the same time. But what doesn't get highlighted, which I think should get more highlights, is that, bro, did you know Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church gave the Shake Community Center $400,000? Because they burned down. This was like less than a month ago. My issue is like, man, why couldn't that go viral, man? Like that's a great thing to give $400,000 to a Houston community staple. That's like a landmark. You know what I'm saying? So I do know the church does some negative things, but I have to give credit where it's due. They did something great. $400,000, that's giving back right there. As a gift, ain't no like you got to pay a gift. $400,000, bro. That's a lot of money. And as that, you would think, hey man, because Shake Community Center been doing what they've been doing for 50 years now, man. Baba Deloitte Parker been there 50 years with the Shake Center. And the community reached back out and they poured into the community. So that's not me just defending, the black church in that sense, but I just hate the fact that the pivotal role that it played in our culture, we got some of our best music based off people that sung gospel music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our morals and ethics come out of the church, just being real, because it really does, especially with our grandparents involved. And we give a lot of credit to our grandparents for raising us to be, the people we are today. And it was all centered around the church. And we know that to be true. I just hate the fact that when we got to have this conversation about a pastor doing that, man, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
Terrible.
Him and Marvin Sapp running in the same lanes, huh?
Yeah, he just did that, boy. He said lock the doors. Would have locked your head in a headlock, nigga.
You better believe
it. Wow.
You can believe it.
That's wild.
Lock the doors,
man. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Well, man, one thing I can say is, most people that know me, I'm a preacher's kid. I come from 100 years of preaching. You know what I mean? My dad, my dad, my uncles, cousins. Right now, my cousin is the preacher of my dad's church. My dad been gone 4 years. He's the preacher of the church now. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely have a healthy respect for the church based off its history. You know what I'm saying? I just noticed over the years it went from and I'm talking about my dad's church, just in general, different churches. Like I remember the money thing used to get passed around one time. Now that motherfucker get passed around 6-7 times in a church session.
That's the part I was talking about. See,
not the first round one.
Hey, and then every time they pass around, can vote for different funds for the church. Oh, this is for the roof fund. This is for the floor fund.
Oh, they got all kind of funds now.
Yeah,
the
they got
I need peace
for
fund.
Sister Esther.
They got all kind of funds. Then another thing that I noticed, and I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing, but I remember the churches were once self-sufficient. The churches was built off the money internally. Now a lot of these churches have been bought by the government. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I find that a problem because I read it. Y'all should read it. It's scary, bro. The 503(1) Act. Kenfo, do you ought to see
501c3?
Huh?
501c3?
Yeah, the 501c3. That shit will make you mad, bro. You're like, what the fuck? How you going? They're telling the preachers what they can and can't do.
This is why you'll always see. This is why you'll see anytime that there's some kind of issue going on in the community, they go to the church first.
Yep. The politics, they bought.
Yeah, I don't like the way that it's used. So that's the issue that that's part of the bigger problem too, Rock, is I don't like how it's used today. It's moved away from the function that it really played in our community. To the point to where we are now, where it's almost like seems like a tool. You know what I'm saying? Where they can be swayed this way, swayed that way. It's not really necessarily about the teachings of the figure, sitting around the church. You know what I'm saying? About the safe haven is supposed to be, and the community outreach, and like you say, the place where it stores things for people that need it. Now you'll find it in like some of the smaller towns that we populate. You'll see that some of the smaller cities, smaller towns where it's more close knit. But when you talking about these mega churches, man, not all of them, but a lot of them. A lot of them, the way they're used, and I hate that being the case, man. Because like I said, man, not to beat a dead horse, but man, just when you get a chance to find out the pivotal role that it played in our entire plight, man, it's sad that we're here with our own church, bro. It's sad.
And I'm gonna tell you what's a red flag for me: a preacher that don't have a job. That's a fucking red flag. That's a red flag. I don't care if they have a mega church. That's a red flag. My dad had worked his whole entire life preaching. He was a businessman, successful businessman. He owned the driving school. We still run it today. It's still family owned. We done taught everybody on the north side out of on the northeast side. Everybody. He had a life insurance company. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? And he never did. And the one thing I said about my dad did not subscribe to the 503. He did not do it. He didn't believe in it. He believed it was a self-contained church, bro. If something needed fixed, hey, we got to raise the money on our own. He didn't do loans, nothing. And so, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the difference, man. And I used to go to my dad at church, and then sometimes, like, I didn't go often, but like, sometimes my dad would just be, hey, son, I want to see you. Come to the church. Come out there. Come to church. And I come to church, he bragged, that go my son, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, that's a problem, man, when they don't even work. I mean, something. You can have a mega church, but at least work. Do something. What the fuck you was doing? Man, now they get loans. Now, do you know they have a blank check for preachers? The preachers don't even need a business plan, nigga. You gotta have a decent business plan for them to convince them to give you some money, bro, or some collateral. You don't have to have no business plan. Just come there. Hey, here go my theology degree. I want to build a house of the Lord. Man, them damn banks gonna make shit. We don't want to hear shit here.
That's how it sound. I want to build a house for the Lord.
For the Lord. I want to build a house for the Lord.
If it had not been for the Lord,
that's tabernacle.
If it had not been for the Lord, I wouldn't have had another bitch coming.
If it wasn't for the Lord. But that's what's up. Anybody else want to speak on it before we go to the last topic?
Hey, man, y'all need to stop that begging, man.
All right, so I want to give a quick shout out before we go to the last topic. Give me a second.
Implicate himself in it, nor did he want to tell on the person that actually brought the firearm, because he knows firearms aren't supposed to be in school.
Savitra McClurkin insists her son, with no prior disciplinary issues, acted heroically to protect his classmates, but was expelled for not immediately reporting it to school staff.
They kicked him out of school for the whole year. Online schools are honoring their decision, nor did they provide us a different resource or a different avenue to go.
But school officials, citing Michigan's strict zero-tolerance laws on weapons, said expulsion was required after reviewing witness statements and surveillance footage. The district defended the decision as a matter of safety, but critics say the boy is being treated like a criminal instead of a lifesaver.
They are setting my child up for failure. They're setting him up to be a statistic. And I've been doing everything in my will and my power to keep him from that. He didn't want to implicate himself in it, nor did he want to tell on the person that actually brought the firearm, because he knows firearms.
All right. So before we get into it, I want to say that dear Secure Everett, on behalf of the hosting panel of At My Mama's House, we want to congratulate you. We want to thank you for saving lives, and you are officially one of our newest heroes. Secure Everett was expelled for disarming a classmate with a loaded gun and has not gone back to school since. He was suspended. His mother, Sakai McCurkland, was unable to find another school to take him after Lansing District issued a year-long expulsion. He was enrolled in a non-accredited online, well, he's now currently enrolled in a non-accredited online schooling program. And I just wanted to take our time and do what we do. And, you know, if we could give proper narration to something that those that they have not given proper narration to, when we see fit, if it's just and it makes sense, then we'll definitely do that. So shout out to Secure, man, for saving lives. We love you, young black brother. Don't let this hold you down. One day when you grow up, you'll realize that these type of things only make you stronger. I really, I did a lot of research on it. I don't agree with it, but when I look at the laws and bylaws, I accept it. I respect why they did it. I get it. You know, but my whole thing is that I don't know why I'm an advocate for homeschooling our kids. You know what I'm saying? So for me, anything that gears towards putting pressure on a parent to school their kids, then I'm all for it. So I kind of don't really feel bad about the situation. Now, unfortunately, it's going to put the mother in a position to have to mother up. And, you know, I got to admit, we are in a culture and a society where minimum parenting is the thing. And I have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? We become spoils of the system, and I don't think the system should be taken advantage of. I think you should take advantage of the system, but it shouldn't be taken advantage of if y'all give them a drill. You know what I'm saying? Don't become totally dependent on it. Hell, we got parents won't even help their kids with homework and shit. But they're fussing, you didn't got that homework, motherfucker, ain't you gonna help them? Do you know any of the shit? You know what I'm saying? We fuck around here, our kids flunk the test. We like, damn.
They don't know it.
They don't.
Like, nah. Nigga, I've been out of school with 20 plus, nigga.
Goddamn, the kid gonna tell the teacher, I ain't gonna ask my mama for help no more, teacher. This shit ain't gonna work out. But yeah,
Beauty.
What did you say, Quality?
I said I better not if I want to pass.
If it had not been for the Lord, I wouldn't have.
You better not ask me for help.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. My kid knew not to ask me for no help with math.
Yeah, they know.
Don't come fuck with me with no numbers and shit.
Daddy know better, man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That math, that's my forte right there, boy.
Yeah. See, anything dealing with
words.
Yeah, anything dealing with words, I'm the master. Even the mama knew it. Nah, that's an essay. You better go to your daddy. That nigga that write raps for a living. This nigga know.
Nah, for real.
You can write a rap and remember it, right?
Hey boy, I would come with that 2 + 2 = 4. Goddamn.
Yeah. Hey, I'm math, but I guess everybody got that. Like something about like, bro, I can literally write a 1,500-page essay the night before it's doing. Ace that bitch. I was that cold with words. But math, shit. Hey, man, how much you charge me to do my math?
Careful. I used to be. I was in school. I was in not pre-cal, but like the class like under pre-cal.
Yeah,
man. I absorbed the information so well. All the teacher had to do was show me one time on the board how to do it.
Yeah,
I pick it up just like that.
Yeah,
I was
man,
cold. Oh yeah. In lunch, I was cold in lunch too, boy.
What the fuck?
You motherfucker.
Master lunch.
I made straight A's every year for lunch, boy.
Man, I'm sick of you niggas, man. You niggas. We gotta write this clip down. Let me see. 250, 249. This nigga said he made an A in lunch. I'm done with this shit. Bro. I'm done with this shit, man. Nigga made an A in lunch.
I knew my teacher, cafeteria ladies by name, everything. Bro.
You know, it's funny because I used to always I used to do the Martin Luther King speech in the auditorium and shit. I used to sound just like him, bro. They used to like that nigga that I have a dream speech, nigga. And I'm talking about remembered. I used to do it every year. Yeah, so I was always a wordsmith. I know I had tried to do the Malcolm X speech one time, but shit, they threatened to suspend my head. They cut the mic off.
Yeah, Malcolm was a motherfucker.
Hey, he was taboo in my time. You couldn't even say Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Nigga, you couldn't even say Malcolm X in my time. On the school campus, nigga, they damn near say you threatened violence. You say Malcolm X name. Yeah, man. But shout out to him. So what it is, he was going hunting with his dad or something. So his dad taught him how to use weapons, and look how it came in handy. So I definitely urge, parents, please, and that was how I was. I learned how to shoot guns early. I went hunting with my uncle, fishing. I'm talking about deer gear on and everything, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it comes in handy. So, you never know when you need it. Teach your kids martial arts and stuff like that. So. All right, so we're going to go into the one last topic, bro.
I just want to have the ultimate hoedown. You want to have the hoedown. Guys get to experience like threesomes. I feel like a train isn't really that bad if you do it when you want it with who you want it with. Niggas just give you a pound tap. Before I get married.
All right, so the topic of conversation is this woman was on here and she made a comment. I paused because I'm tired of getting flags on this music shit. She said, never wife a woman who doesn't know how to be bored, because if peace feels like nothing to her, she'll go find chaos to feel alive. Bro, that resonated with me, bro. The way she worded that shit was so eloquent. I've always said that, but not in those words. She did that. That was eloquent. And to hear a woman for the first time in my life express that sentiment in those words was powerful to me. So with that being said, I'm gonna start off with quality. What's your thoughts about that? I've been saying that forever, but not in those words.
Okay, so say it again. Say it one more time. What was her views?
She said, never wife a woman that doesn't find joy in being bored with you. Because if a woman that finds boredom in being with you, it will search for chaos somewhere else.
That's real deep. It's real deep.
Powerful shit there, bro.
Yeah, and I'm gonna speak earlier to what I said earlier in the show when we had said that my wife get on my nerves in 30 minutes. Well, let's be quite frank. I get on hers in 30 minutes too. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So speaking on what she's saying, the bored part, I get on. I agitate her just as much as she agitates me. So you have to be willing to tolerate that. You kind of feel where I'm going with that. So what I'm saying is, me and my wife, we could be boring. To our kids, we are boring. We're boring. We don't do much at all. But me and her, we happy. We cool. This is the life. Sitting back, letting them grow, letting them do the things they do, sitting in our house. We ain't got to do nothing. We ain't got, we good. So I like what she's saying, and I just don't necessarily say being bored. I'm not bored, I guess, if you will. I like that. I like this calm and peaceness that I have. So I'm not bored. Maybe that's just a bad word that she used, but I do agree with what she means.
No, I mean, I think it's a good word. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I definitely get it. I'm glad she used that word because it's explaining the true meaning of peace in its rawest form. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because if you just hear what I just said, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm at peace. So that if you want to consider that boring, then
yeah,
I love it.
It's like silence, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's boring. But if you are at peace, if you like peace, you entertain it. To just not do nothing and just silence and
just relax.
And just relax.
Yeah.
But I've always said this, like, man, I've seen guys who be in relationships or marriages and they almost, I've seen it to where they do things not at ease, but to almost keep their marriage alive or to keep their marriage intact. Like, what kind of nigga you let a woman put this type of pressure on you to where if you don't do this or in a certain way or a certain manner, she might leave you. Nigga, you better let your motherfucking nuts hang, nigga. Look, in other words, so for example, let's say I don't take my wife out to eat for 7 months. My wife not gonna love me no less. My wife not gonna like me no less. My wife is not gonna feel like I'm mistreating her, dog. She's not gonna love me no less. Let's say I don't take my wife on a trip for a year. My wife not gonna love me no less. My wife not gonna like me no less, bro. Let me do what I do for you because I want to, not because I feel I have to, my nigga. That's just me. You know, don't give me, and I'm saying this in the sense of a good marriage, right? Now, if you would take your wife out to eat, you would date your wife or take out on trips if you're a good man. So I'm saying it based off that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, sometimes there might be missions. Sometimes there may be things that are higher priority. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this thing I say every now and then. If you spent more money eating out than you save, you got a fucking problem. How the fuck you spent $3,000 eating out, but you didn't save $3,000 in 2024? Something fucking wrong. Y'all priorities fucked up. What is something wrong with you? So the savings, the savings, 200. I have to eat 3,000. Nah, you got me fucked up. What's more important? Our livelihood, our future, financial management, yeah, we had to stay. Yeah, do what I do. You know, yeah. My plane landed. I like being bored. Popcorn, movie butter popcorn, fruit punch Snapple, put that bitch in the freezer for 30 minutes. Take it out right before we ice up.
There's a little icy to it. Yeah.
Ice to it, man. and this one I cheat. And a Hershey with almonds. Put that bitch in the freezer. Woo!
Niggas are old.
In a good mood. Shit, that's love, nigga. What you about? Good move, right?
I think we talked on this subject once before about peace being still, you know, and it's like this, it's you know, that's why like chaos. How can I put this, man? We're talking about spreading positivity. It's always going when you go spread the good word of positivity, you disturb your peace in doing that because you're gonna run into chaos. Like peace is boring. That's why people don't really talk about it that much. Like having that boredom and being at peace and having that what's the word I'm looking for? Like tranquility, I guess, is still. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have noise to come mess that up. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta have some kind of chaos to mess that up. You know, so I think what she was getting at was because she's using different words, right? Like being bored, I take that as being peaceful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if your significant other cannot enjoy peacefulness, then you're gonna always have chaos. You're gonna go seek it. It's not enough just to be cool, calm, and collected. You know, ain't too much going on. That ain't enough. You gotta have some, you know, what they call excitement. You know what I'm saying? They use that word as if what's not exciting about not having no chaos. That's exciting to me, not having no chaos. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I was saying, Ben. The word she used, I get the word. And,
I get it.
you know,
she had to get on their level.
Yeah, get on their level with it. So I
they
get
think
the
it's
word.
boring. They think that's boredom.
But I can't lie, too. I see it the other way. That is not boring to me.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful to have some peace. And you know, like you were saying, Rock, you know, it's you always, you know, anybody in a relationship, you supposed to date your significant other. Sometimes we may fall short due to life circumstances, but you always gotta have that there, right? Go date each other to still have that there. But in the grand scheme, you can date each other, still consider being boring, if that's what you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like it still could be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, if you got somebody, if you like peace and they don't like peace, man, that probably ain't gonna work.
Yep, exactly.
Man, my wife, I'm not bull crapping, y'all. A date with her is just going out to eat. At that moment right there, she gonna tell me I'm ready to go home. Like she don't want to do nothing else. She don't want to. She gonna buy everything online. She gonna go and watch everything she want to watch. Everything she gonna do is gonna be at her house. That is the way she has built everything to be. It can be done here. Whatever movie that's out there, we can watch it right here. The TV.
You know what quality?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You know what a date can just be y'all sitting, laying out in the bed, being quiet, just chilling.
We do it all the time. We got a backyard, plants and garden. We go out there, sit and chill. That's everything we do is here. So it's not like we going out there to have to do it. So to some people, they're gonna look at that. Oh, that's so boring. Y'all don't go. No, it's not to us. We love it. Exactly. We love it. It's right here. Everything.
Yeah.
If I take her out to eat, I swear to God, I'll order some food. She'll be on this number. Let me taste it. I give her some. Okay. Next week, that's gonna be made at the house. She's gonna make it at the house. We're not going back there again to eat it because she's gonna know how to make it. That's her little talent, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. She cold at that shit. She tasted one time. She's going to make it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So out to eat dinner is gonna be more than likely. We're gonna go there one time, and then if she likes it, then we'll go back a bunch of times. But for me, whatever I like, it's gonna all right. Well, I'm gonna make that at the house for you, so you ain't gotta worry about that no more.
Yeah, sis
Man,
live
I
at
get
that cooking.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, sis live at that cooking. She be fucking some shit up, boy.
Yeah, that what she do.
Hey, I got a friend. I got a close friend of mine, man. He told me some stuff. We was talking one day, and he said something that blew my mind, right? So, because I was telling him, I was like, I don't know. I say, I don't like TVs in my room. And he was like, I feel that, fam. And I done told some people, like, for real. I'm like, nah. I say, bro. I say, man, if me and my woman, we done gave the world our time and energy all day. I said, bro, I don't now. When it's in the room, it's time to fucking fuck or go to bed and fuck in the morning. One of the two.
Yeah, we don't have no TV in our room either.
I ain't finna die, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? The one girl I did have a TV in the room, that was that fake ass good girl. See where that shit went? No more TVs in the room. No. She wanted a goddamn TV in the room. That was a red flag. I should have known. Not for everybody, y'all. That some people okay with it. But here's what he told me. He say, nigga, you think that's so? He say, nigga, we got a rule in my room. He say, when we get in that room, we put them phones up. I say, what? He say, hell no. He say, nigga, the only thing we gonna do in that motherfucker is fuck, sleep, or read a book.
Well, talk.
Real shit. I say, damn, nigga, you colder than me. I say, that's deep.
Hey, but that's the thing, though, Rock. People gotta have them rules that they have established with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's what keep things in line. As long as y'all follow the rules y'all set.
Right.
It can't always be a free for all, man. It's these nuggets, man, that we can give. You know what I'm saying? That can help people out. Is like establish rules and set boundaries. Like me and my wife, we don't curse at each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we've never had an argument, and I'm not exaggerating. We didn't have disagreements, but we've never argued with each other. We don't use profanity towards each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to break up that peace that we have. You know what I'm saying? So we just set rules and we abide by the rules. It's important to have that.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely important, man. And then on the add to that, two people gotta be compatible to more than not.
Absolutely.
Because some people, it just ain't gonna work, man. Some people just, it's like magnets. The more you try to get closer, the more that
instead of pushing y'all apart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Break magnets, man. Like, the fuck was I thinking, man? But that's definitely true, man. But like I said, I like how she got down on those people frequency to bring them up. You know what I mean? Because like y'all say, it ain't boring to us. That shit is fun.
Yeah, that's lovely for me.
I'm telling you, man. And like my wife, man. I tell people this. I give my wife the world because she's easy to please.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I give my wife the world because she's so easy to please. She's not greedy. She don't ask for much. So I make sure I give her as much as I can so she won't
much as I can.
Much. And that's important to me, man. You know what I'm saying? So, because I think a lot of times, sometimes we just wear people goodness out. And I think, I think it deserves, it deserves to be rewarded in whatever way you can allot. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, and then besides, hell, I like to travel anyway, so that's a plus. You just gonna be traveling with me, motherfucker. You know? Yeah. But you know, I'm like that because, I'm sure Ben can probably attest to this because he's technically military baby too. So my mom was my granddad's only child, so we moved here, there. You know what I'm saying? We lived here. Then remember, he was associated with Black Panther, so we moved around a lot. You know what I'm saying? So what I notice is that children of parents that move around a lot or travel a lot, you know, they become that way.
Yeah, they don't mind exploring.
So it's important to me to take trips. I gotta fly somewhere, go somewhere, road trips, you know, cabin trips, dinner trips, you know, just live life. You know what I'm saying? We don't, because so many of us in the culture is we're mentally paralyzed. You know, it's sad that so many of us we grew up with people who've never been to the other side of town. It's fucked up.
That was something I found to be really alarming.
That's alarming,
especially in my family, because I saw it often.
Like what?
They had not been on the other side of town, and then when they went over there, they thought we was rich. What the fuck?
Shit, crazy.
Y'all think this rich?
You never been to the other side of the fucking freeway? What the fuck is wrong with you? You got a car, nigga. Mentally paralyzed, bro. Yeah, man. Well, that does it, man. Another show in the books. Hey, if y'all can, let's stay on camera. Give me 10 minutes after we get off, all right?
Cool,
if you can, Ben, just give me 10 more minutes after we get off. Yeah, Yogi. We're going to do 12 minutes for your ass.
I'm going to go get my Android and I'm going to bed.
I ain't gonna never let that one down, man.
Well, we're gonna start with Big Yogi with the exit, god dang it. Let them know he is, man.
Hey, man. It's your boy Big Yogi, man. Checking in once again, man. Hey, man, keep calm. Fuck with a fat boy. Huh?
Yeah. With that being said, we're gonna slide down to TB, man. Let them know you.
Yeah, I'm TB, your neighborhood brother, man. You can find me at tbenterprises.com. tbenterprises.com. I'm in the business of helping businesses grow.
You dig? And with that being said, you know, Quality always take us out. Talk to him, Quality.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. We out of here, y'all. Once again, I do apologize for last week. I was not able to get in my comments like normal. And tonight, y'all was a little quiet. So y'all owe me an apology. Ha ha. Anyway, I am N-A-T, silent E, a.k.a. Quality. Like, subscribe, and comments are welcome.
You know what I'm talking about?